We got the same impulse. Come on, Claudia. Come on, run for your life. I got $5. It says I'm gonna make it, and you're not.
It's okay, Emma. Your mom's gonna be here soon. Actually, that's a lie. I have no idea when your mom's gonna be here, but you don't understand that anyway, right? You just know you feel terrible and you really want your mother. Jason, God, you gotta go. You gotta get in line to be evacuated from the room.
I can't leave.
Obviously, I look like this Emily. I've never met her before. You know, they say everyone has a double walking around. I must be hers. That's it. It's a coincidence. Please,
It's not just
leave me alone.
It's not just a resemblance. It's every feature, every detail. It's your face. It's the face of the woman that I love more than my own life.
You're trying to weasel out again?
No, why would I do that? Every winning streak comes to an ugly end eventually.
Not mine. Not tonight, son. I'm winning big. Proceed at your own peril.
You talk a big game, but I can tell. You're nervous. You can feel the tide turning my way.
You want to test that theory?
Bring it.
1, 2, 3. You are really starting to annoy me.
Oyster cracker.
Don't call me Cracker, you Australian dingo dog.
You know, they say babies can sense things, so I know I'm not fooling you. I'm way out of my element here. I never wanted to be a mother. I mean, the maternity clothes alone. Whew, please. And I just don't do sensible shoes. Okay, it's kind of more than that. I'm just scared to have anyone need me that much. And I don't really want to need anyone that much either. Just don't think I could love someone that much, you know, but then I look at you and I see you struggling to breathe. My heart wants to burst. You have to be okay, Emma, please. Oh, thank God you're here. Oh.
Everyone safe?
Yeah, they're on their way to Mercy.
Okay, let's get the next group on the chopper as soon as possible. Edward, Tracy, VD, and Matt, you're going.
Come on, Lolo, with me.
The wind's picking up. We need to go now. Oh, no, can I have my place? This is up for discussion. You go when I say you go.
I'll see you later.
Come on. You're going on the chopper. I should help with the evac. Matt, maybe you get him on the helicopter. Others should be going before me. What happened in the OR wasn't your fault, so stop blaming yourself. Anyone else who has a noble impulse, lose it.
You heard the man. Let's go. Come on.
I'll be back to kick your ass in a little while. Go. Get on.
The flash point of the fire was in OR2. Our hypothesis is that a valve on the anesthesia equipment was left
Okay, the
open.
fire started in OR2. What happened next?
Well, there was a large explosion, and the flame was very hot and engulfed most of the east side of the 10th floor.
What about the stairs?
Well, the stairs were blocked by the initial explosion between the 9th and the 10th floor, but the stairs up to the roof still remain clear.
How is Patrick handling the evacuation?
The evacuees are waiting on the west side of the 10th floor. They go up to the helipad through the north stairs. Dr. Drake put the 3 most critical patients on the first flight, and then I was ordered to evacuate by my superiors, though I fear this to be an unfortunate lapse of judgment on their part.
Is that so?
As a federal agent, it's my job to be the last person there, not the first person to leave.
That's not your call to make, Agent Leeds. Our Agent Rayner needs you at the station. One of the uniforms will drive you back.
Yes, sir. May I make one request, sir?
What?
The Jackal, Damian Spinelli, he is most selfless and brave, and he will most likely wait until the very last moment to effect his egress from the flaming structure.
You want me to get Spinelli out as soon as possible?
I would be most grateful.
We all have people that we're scared for, Agent Leeds. I'll do the best I can.
It's fascinating. You're just like an animal.
We're all animals.
Oh, no. I aspire to a higher purpose. And with my superior intellect, I'm going to achieve it.
by manufacturing poisons that kill people.
Kill or be killed. You've lived your whole life on that motto. This biotoxin, it's just a new toy created by the Equinox Corporation. Can't you appreciate its simple elegance? But I guess you can't appreciate much in your condition.
Your condition's not so different from mine.
I know, it is. I faked my symptoms in order to get out of the boardroom. You got the real deal. You know, in all of that chaos, it was simple. I just put on a hazmat suit, walked into the OR, and stole this vial of poison. So you see, our situations, they're really very different. I got an exit strategy, and you're gonna die. By fire or by this poison, you are gonna die, Claudia. Can't you feel all of your animal instincts crying out? Come on, stop struggling, Claudia! Come on, give it up! Find a place where you can curl up and die.
Somebody's gonna go after you. He owes me. And he's a man who always pays his debts.
For you?
It's not like he's gonna mind. He hates you.
But he detests you even more. You know why? Because he was forced to marry you in order to take over the Zakara organization. At best, he's going to be a relieved widower. But you can always look on the upside, Claw. You know that little dark secret that you share with John? It's going to die with you.
No, please. I'm fine.
You're not fine, Jason. I'm the one who shot you, remember?
Yeah, how could I forget?
You have no business running around a hospital that's on fire.
I gotta find Anthony.
What do you mean? You lost him?
He's gone. Someone turned him loose and I gotta find him. I gotta get him out of this building alive.
Maybe too late.
No, it's not too late. He's all I got left to bargain with. If I don't turn him over to the feds, Spinelli's gonna go to prison.
Yeah, fine, but you're not gonna do Spinelli any good if you wind up dead looking for a man who's already dead.
I gotta keep looking for him, okay?
Hey, I'm coming with you.
No, you're not. Right now, the most important thing is to get everybody out of this hospital. I got family here. I got people I care about. They need help. Can you just do that for me,
Fine.
please?
Okay.
I'm sorry if me staring at you is making you uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a little bizarre.
You have no idea how bizarre
Look,
it really is.
I think it's all getting to you. You know, being trapped inside of a burning building with poisons floating through the ventilation system.
Yeah, you're right. We are kind of in the middle of chaos right now, aren't we? Rebecca, that's your name, right?
Rebecca Shaw, yeah.
Rebecca Shaw. That suits you well.
All right, glad you approve.
Wait, look, I'm sorry. I know all this sounds crazy, but Emily was my wife, and she died a little over a year ago. And
Yeah. Look, the guy who saved me, Jason, mentioned that he had a sister who died and that she looked like me. I'm sorry for your loss.
Right. Thank you. And those other people, Edward and Monica. Monica was Emily's adoptive mother, and Edward was her grandfather, and they all knew her just as well as I did and had the same reaction, like Emily was standing right in front of them.
Yeah, look, you all miss her. You're all grieving. It's got nothing to do with me.
Well, it does if you're related to her.
One, two, three.
Told you Lady Luck was about to smile on me.
Hold it. Let's do that one again. Start over.
No, thanks.
You have to give me a chance to win back my crackers.
Says who?
It's the gentlemanly thing to do.
Oh, I'm a gentleman now, am I?
Oh, no, you're not.
Sorry, mate. What's done is done.
Well, you still owe me $600.
5. But you raise a good point. I'll tell you what. If I give you half my crackers, you eliminate my debt.
Because I am a gentleman, I'll eliminate 200, which means you owe me 4.
Make it 3.
350.
Done.
Oh, the hell with this. I am not paying $350 for a bunch of crackers. Gord!
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm getting out of here.
Oh, really? Can I say pretty, please? No, we assaulted a sheriff.
You assaulted a sheriff.
Well, that makes you my accomplice.
Whatever. The party's over. You just stand back and watch the master at work. Gord!
Mommy's here. Everything's okay.
No, the resemblance is too strong to be just a coincidence. Emily's biological father died when she was little. She didn't know much about him.
This is crazy.
Well, there has to be some explanation. Were you adopted by...
No, that is absolutely none of your business.
I'll take that as a yes.
And you take it as me telling you that you have no right to ask about any of my personal information. It's obvious that you lost your wife and that it's messing with your head.
This isn't grief talking, and I'm not exaggerating. Here, I'll prove it to you. Look at this picture.
I don't want to see any pictures. Just want you to leave me alone.
Oh no, this doesn't sound good.
The Wi-Fi conditions are worsening. I'm unable to communicate with the law-abiding ones and provide much-needed information for the evacuations that are proceeding slowly and at great
Okay,
risk.
listen, Spinelli, if they're evacuating on the roof, you need to go up there and get on the first chopper.
The Jackal's expertise may help those that precede me. And my wish is that fair Samantha be among them. Why have you remained?
I want to help. I mean, I want to help Jason, especially since I am the one who shot him.
That was an unfortunate accident that I'm sure Stone Cold has long forgiven. He would want you to be among the first removed to safety.
Yes, I know, but listen, he is actually the one who asked me to help with evacuations while he...
While he what?
You know, manages to do other stuff.
I lost the link again. But I have an idea.
Elizabeth get evacuated? Yeah, I put her on the helicopter myself. Jax, he came back to get another load of passengers, so I have to think maybe she got out okay. Is she recovering from the poison? She seems to be a little stronger. Maybe it's just that I want her to be.
The helicopter just took off with the second group. Edward and Tracy were on it.
Why weren't you?
My cousin is stuck in a wheelchair in a hallway somewhere. She's got to be one of the first people out of here.
Well, Patrick's in charge. He's the one who's making decisions.
That's right, Naomi. You four are going next.
What? No.
There's other people who need help. And they're being ready to be transported.
No, Connie's still sick from the poison. She's got to go.
Okay, listen to me. You guys are here and mobile. When that helicopter lands, we have a small window of opportunity.
Patrick, I can't leave without her.
And I can't keep having this conversation, all right? Jax is risking his life every time he lands that helicopter. We're losing communication. I don't have time to argue or deal with your guilt or whatever it is you're going through. I have a plan to evacuate everyone safely, so when I say go, go. Shut up and go to the roof.
Patrick, I can't believe I'm asking you this, but did my father get evacuated?
Tonight's events have placed this deep, dark Defense Department secret in my hand. What do you think? Can I trade this to the right kind of people to make a clean getaway and not to worry? I want to take care of John.
John hates you.
No, Claudia, he resents me. Because you use that in order to control him.
I love my brother.
Oh, you love him. Don't you think it's a little bit unnatural?
You just think that because you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to love your own flesh and blood.
Claudia, the truth is John will mourn you, but he's going to get over you. And deep down in your heart, you know that's true.
Hey, Lauren! You bitch!
You could have killed us both. Second thought. My best means of escape is on the roof.
You know, you're a really nice guy. My son, you remind me a bit of my son. He's also in law enforcement, so I know how hard you had to work for that badge.
I did okay at the academy.
You know, I'll bet you did. Respect. Nothing but respect. So I'd kind of like to do something for you so that the fallout from this unfortunate incident doesn't come down on your head. See, sorry to tell you, but DA of Port Charles, Alexis Davis, she's a very close friend of mine, and she's not going to be happy at all with what you people did to me here.
You know D.A. Davis?
I know every significant political figure in the state, pal. See, I run a casino in Port Charles. Maybe you've heard of it, the Haunted Star? Yeah, Yeah, we're famous over there. You know, I'd really like you to come in sometime. I'd be happy to stake you to chips, put you at a high-stakes table, really take care of you. If, you let me out of here.
Could you comp my brother, too?
I would be happy to. It would be my pleasure.
Great. His name is Sheriff Roger Dalton.
Oh.
Nice try, though.
Everybody in this podunk town is related. The gene pool here is as deep as your toenails.
One of the perils of family, I suppose.
Hey, look who's here.
Yeah, you know, don't worry yourself. Why don't you just sit back and watch the master at work, eh?
Go to it.
Richard. What the hell are you doing now?
Come on. They're evacuating people from the roof. As much as I wish I could just leave you here to burn, I came to get you out. Come on.
Yeah, I'm never going to understand you. You spend your whole life trying to find ways to undermine me, and now in the 11th hour, you reach an epiphany and you want to save my life and redeem this?
Look, you're my father, for better or for worse.
I don't care. Now listen to me. Go save your life. That's what I'm going to do.
I have no doubt about that.
Richard, look, this might be the last time that we see each other. And you know something? I don't care.
You know, you're complimentary to the end. Will you just come on?
If you do survive, this is the best advice I got for you. Please accept that your brother was more wanted and loved than you ever. Because it's a competition you never can win, Richie. It was rigged from the start that way.
You realize there's another way to do this. There's a lot of ways to do it, but I'm not interested in discussing it with you. I want you to go down with the helicopter. I'll oversee the rest of their evacuation. Really? You know the hospital layout? You're gonna help patients in distress, and you have a wife and a child. Yeah, and I'm gonna have a lot better chance getting back to you if you stop questioning me at every turn.
Okay, we agreed to do this your way, and we will. You gotta promise me you're gonna get my cousin out of there.
I'm gonna get everyone out. Whatever it takes.
Dr. Scorpio, I apologize for the delay. We've been swamped with the patients. They turned away from General.
Yeah, I understand. How's my daughter?
She's been diagnosed with pneumonia, and she has labored breathing with sternal retractions. We've been giving her breathing treatments and have had her on oxygen. Now, we've also given her cefotaxime, 600 milligram IV piggyback, but it hasn't had any effect. Now, we could up the dose to 10 grams, but...
Yeah, I know, but then she could be at risk for permanent heart and kidney damage.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for getting Robin.
Yeah, I'm glad I could do something.
Did you hear anything about Patrick?
As far as I know, he's still in the hospital with a bunch of other people. They're stuck up on the 10th floor. They lost all telephone communication, so they're using Spinelli's computer.
Spinelli is here?
Yeah, he's the only way they can communicate with the outside.
Wait, let me get this clear. Spinelli, my very best friend in the whole world is trapped on the 10th floor of a burning hospital?
I'm sure they're gonna evacuate him, Maxie.
Yeah, and he will probably be last because A, they need his computer to communicate, and B, Spinelli wants to be a hero. He's way too good and trusting and easy to manipulate. He needs someone there to protect him.
He'll be fine.
No. He needs someone who's selfish, who will be selfish for him. He needs me. But I can't leave Robin.
What happened? Because if you lost connection, there's no way for you to maintain communication with the outside.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi might be failing, but the hardwiring might still be intact. If I can find a utility closet, I might be able to patch in and resume communication with the law-abiding ones.
Have either of you seen Rebecca? That woman looks like Emily.
No, not since earlier. Why?
I'm sorry, I've been so focused on trying to maintain communication with the outside, but I haven't seen anything untoward.
Damn it.
What happened?
I started babbling to her about Emily. She must have thought I was a madman. She ran off, and now if anything happens to her, it's my fault.
Help me.
How'd you wind up down here?
I got tired waiting for someone to save me. I decided to save myself. Not a good idea, it turns out. You're not gonna help me, are you? I don't know what came over me.
Well, I must have done something to make you so terribly angry.
You lied to me, Ethan. You told me you were broke, and then you showed up with pockets full of cash.
I had a bit of luck. And I came back to share it with you, only to find you lip-locked with another man. And then you go sick the sheriff on me.
Look, I'm sorry. Kat thought you were gonna blow me off.
Sorry we had a misunderstanding. No worries, all couples do.
We're a couple?
Well, of course, darling. And I'd love to prove it to you right now if I could. Unfortunately, you're out there and I'm in here, as is my friend who had absolutely nothing to do with this.
You know, maybe I could distract Charlie somehow. You know, get the keys.
Oh, no, I couldn't ask you to do that.
You didn't. I'm offering.
What if you get caught, love?
Oh, don't worry. Leave it up to me.
Hello? Hello? Is there anybody coming?
Katie, it looks like I'm in your knight in shining armor, a bit tarnished. Come on, let me help you out of here.
No. No, Trevor.
Katie, you would never have refused my help when you were a kid fresh out of college and every door was being slammed in your face.
Well, you were no knight in shining armor then, Trevor. I was just too young and naive to know any better.
Oh, you knew exactly what you were getting into.
You said that you believed in me.
I did. Kate, I did. I still do.
But there's a price, right?
Kate, there's always a price for everything. Now listen to me. Without my help, you would have been just one more piece of talent in the crowd.
You're wrong, Trevor. I would have made it all on my own. Just like I'm gonna make it now without you.
Katie, you did whatever you had to do to survive.
I'll take my chances, Trevor.
And do what, huh? Follow your dreams. You gonna wait for Sonny, huh? Well, he has got other priorities. I'm your only game in town. And you're smart enough to know that.
You come out of a burning hallway and you're gonna leave me here?
Sure talk off. Someone was half dead.
Well, what's the plan then? You tell me.
Plan, you just wait. I'm gonna carry you to the evacuation point.
I didn't think I was that heavy. I'm sorry. What is that? That looks like a bullet hole. Did somebody shoot you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What, my father or Sonny?
It's none of your business.
Oh, you're weird. You really are hard to figure out. You just act like you don't want anything from anyone.
You're wrong about that, Claudia.
If the Jackal may offer some humble advice, please abandon your search. Just proceed to the north stairwell, go up to the roof, and await evacuation.
Not until I find Rebecca.
Look, I think maybe he has the right idea. I mean, you said yourself, you kind of freaked her out.
I know. I can't lose her. I know how that must sound. She's a complete stranger, and yet I'm trying to find her, but she looks so much like Emily, I feel like I'm responsible for her.
All right, well, I'll help you look.
No, order must be imposed. The two of you can't waste precious time on a fruitless search, not to mention jeopardizing your own lives.
He's right.
Listen, I do know that anywhere east of the nurse's station is on fire, so I go one way, you go the other, and we meet back here.
Okay, just if you don't find the eerily similar one, just assume she's been taken to safety.
Right, thanks. Let's go.
Smelly is probably so focused on helping other people that he doesn't realize the danger that he's in.
The people in charge will get him out, Maxie.
Yeah, and he'll probably be last, and then it could be too late. How's Emma?
Well, Dr. Scorpio needs a little time to weigh her options. I'll be back soon.
Hi. Is she okay?
Emma's real sick, but she's a strong girl, aren't you, Emma? She's gonna be fine.
Is there anything that you want me to do?
Can you go get Patrick for me? And make sure he got out of General Hospital safely and tell him to come right away.
Yeah, that's what you want. I'll be be back, Emma. I'm gonna get your dad. Thank you, Maxie. We're going back to the hospital.
This is the next group to go. Hey, boss. I was gonna say everyone's okay. I was hoping I could take Carly. I'll do whatever I can to get her on the next group, but we gotta go now. It's getting worse. Hey! You got room for me? You're in luck. That wind's dying down. Now's a good time to take off. Hey, let's go. What about your father? What about him? Go on. Jax, I will personally track down Carly if you do me a favor. Make sure Robin and Emma are okay. Consider it done. Thank you.
This shouldn't be taking so long. What are the chances your little Sheila changed her mind?
Slim to none. I mean, you saw the poor girl. She's completely infatuated with me.
She was infatuated, Casanova. Women can switch on a dime. Haven't you noticed?
No, don't underestimate the impact of my unique brand of charm. You came through.
Of course.
Nina!
Oh, Charlie, I can
Come on, let's
explain. But no, it's not what it looks like, sugar.
Come on, let's go. You know better than this. Let's go.
No.
Oh, bloody hell. I thought we were out.
It was a good effort. 8.5 from the Slovenian judge.
Oh. Well, what now?
I don't know. You want to reopen negotiation on these crackers?
Well, the story of how Mommy and Daddy met is a good story, which will have to be revised when you get older. So I'm just gonna tell you now because, well, you're sleeping. And you're too young to understand it. Well, let's just say that Daddy was busy with a nurse on an operating table when I met him. I instantly loathed him and was very attracted to him at the same time, which I know may sound very crazy, but you'll understand what I mean when you get older. He was what we call a womanizer. But then as I got to know him, your daddy is the most wonderful, and kind, and patient man that I have ever met. And the biggest miracle of all is that he fell in love with you, his little girl. Your daddy loves you so much. And so do I, Emma. I love you so much. Gonna be okay.
How's the patient?
She's better, I think.
Well, if she hasn't improved, you're going to have to make a decision now.
I'll get you for count as soon as possible. Hey, how's Robin and the baby?
Hey, the doctor's still checking on Emma and they're deciding what to do, but Robin wanted me to come back here and see if there was any word on Patrick.
He's still handling the evacuation on the 10th floor, but we lost communication a little while ago.
Oh my God, Spinelli was handling all that.
He managed to keep us in communication until now.
Well, did something happen to Spinelli? Is it that bio whatever?
We think the network infrastructure was destroyed by the fire. There's no reason to assume the worst, Maxie.
Dad, I need to know if he's okay. Where's that helicopter gonna land?
Even if Spinelli was poisoned, there's nothing you can do, okay? You'll just be in the way.
I rule. Okay, the Northwest Corridor Utility Closet is a hub for hardwire access, so it's just a matter of patching in and reopening my communications with the Noble Rescuers. Okay.
Ooh. This presents a conundrum. If the fire is close to said utility closet, I don't want to endanger our sole means of communication. Okay. Wait here, trusty compatriot, while I do reconnaissance to make sure it's safe.
Kate, you made a big mistake by sentimentalizing your love for Sonny. You put your life at risk time and again. But you're a big girl now. Your eyes are wide open. You see that your childhood love was just a fantasy. So please, forget your mistakes and move on. I love you, Katie. I always have, and I always will. Please come with me.
You love me, Trim? After everything you've done to me? I don't want any part of you. I'm ashamed that I was with you. I should have been better than that.
Should have. Katie, it's not about living up to some lofty ideal. It's about doing what you have to do to survive. And that's why I got to say in the hole. So please.
Is that the poison?
Please. Come with me. Let's trade this in for a free ride out of the Zakara ruins.
I cannot believe you stole that.
Trevor, come on, are you out of your mind? That casing is fragile, and if it breaks, it'll kill you and God knows how many other people.
So, pretty please, don't take another step towards me.
Leave me alone! Okay, look, I'm sorry for upsetting you, but you have to come back with me. It's the only way to avoid this fire, get back on the roof, so we can get evacuated by helicopter. You have to come!
Fine, I'll come. But I don't need an escort. In fact, I'll feel a whole lot more comfortable if you just...
Head for the north stairwell. Instructions 5 and 6.
I'm coming to save you, Spinelli. And if I ruin my shoes in the process, you're getting me a new pair.
Spinelli! Spinelli!
News is good. Her vitals have improved markedly. She seems to have made a turn.
Thank God.
It's amazing they don't teach it in medical school.
What's that?
The power of a mother's love.
I see you found a Zakara.
You have to wait here until they evacuate you.
You might want to go after Sam. Trevor was here. He was waving around one of those poison capsules.
That's true. I tried to get it away from him. That's when he threw me down the stairs.
That's true. Why didn't you say anything to me?
Well, I didn't want you to leave me there. Jeez.
Look, I'm afraid that Trevor's mind may have snapped, okay? Being close to Zakaras can do that to you.
Stay back!
You came up the wrong stairs. The helipad's on the north side of the building. Not that it matters, because they're never gonna let you on that helicopter with that poison.
I know. Then I'm gonna just throw it over the other side. I wonder how many people will die. Don't you want to hazard a guess?
I'm trapped! Look, the fire's getting close! Don't let me burn!
I'm not like anything happened here!
I
I see you found a Zakara.
You have to wait here until they evacuate you.
You might want to go after Sam. Trevor was here. He was waving around one of those poison capsules.
That's true. I tried to get it away from him. That's when he threw me down the stairs.
That's true. Why didn't you say anything to me?
Well, I didn't want you to leave me there. Jeez.
I'm afraid that Trevor's mind may have snapped, okay? Being close to Zakaras can do that to you. Well, I guess it was probably very heroic the way that Jason saved you. I'm also sure that he would have left you for dead had he known that you were responsible for putting Michael in a coma.
Carly! Hey. Wake up. Here. Wake up. Wake up.
Stop yelling at me. You're always yelling at me.
Because you drive me to it.
Oh my God.
How the hell are we gonna get out of here? All right, I'm gonna get you out.
Wait, where are you going?
I'll get you out.
God, hurry! Please!
As soon as I lift this up, you're gonna crawl out of here, okay?
Go, Neil! Oh my God! Oh my God!
It's okay.
Oh my God, I can't believe how you just did that.
I'm gonna find a way out of here, okay?
You
I'm gonna
saved
find
my
a way out.
life.
Hey, where's Spinelli?
What are you talking about? I didn't send him anywhere.
Well, he wouldn't go anywhere without his computer.
Well, unless he's trying to show off or something.
Okay, great. So what are you saying? He's getting himself in trouble right now?
He's good at that.
Give me the poison, please. Let me destroy it before we all die.
Sammy. Come on, why would I want to cancel my own no-fault insurance policy?
I'm right here, Elizabeth. Everything's gonna be fine.
Oh, God. Lucky, I'm so glad you're here. I was so scared when you wouldn't come with me.
Well, I got on the next flight. I tried to stay longer, but Patrick insisted.
Good. I need you to be okay.
That makes this even. I want you to rest and do what the doctors tell you. You have to recover from this, and I'm not gonna give you a choice.
Are you all right? Okay. Come on, please. You've got to be all right. The fire's getting closer. Oh, God. Damn it, I can't remember your name. I'm getting you out of here. Okay, God.
You are either the most cold-blooded woman I've ever known, or you're straight up psychotic. I'm voting the latter. It's really the only explanation for why you could shoot a boy and then turn around and marry that same boy's father.
Clearly the toxin has gone to your brain.
It is obvious at this point that I've watched Jerry's DVD.
You poor thing. This whole ordeal's just really taken a lot out of you, huh? Because you've gone from paranoid to delusional, Kate.
You can save it, Claudia. Jerry explains in great detail how you are responsible for Michael Corinthos being in a permanent coma. I'm gonna make sure Sonny finds out.
Okay, obviously we can't go back to the north stairs.
We can't get up top to get rescued.
Okay, we can't stay put here. You know that.
So we take the south stairway. We know we can get down that way. What?
Okay, so we're just gonna do what you want to do.
I didn't ask you to come find me, Sonny.
I know you're hoping to find Jax, but obviously he's busy doing something else.
What does that mean?
I'm just saying, whenever one of us is in danger, the other one shows up.
We're both in danger. We gotta get the hell out of here. Let's find the south stairwell.
Somehow climbing stairs in a burning building isn't exactly like doing the elliptical at the gym. But in the end, I will still have tight thighs and great buns, especially in these shoes. Did you hear that, Spinelli? I'm ruining my shoes to save your life. You better be prepared to be grateful. And don't do anything stupid like die before I get there. I mean it.
Okay, you find Spinelli. I gotta get the next group.
No, first I gotta find Trevor. He's got the missing poison.
We'll work fast. Jack said the lull in the wind is not gonna last, and he's got maybe 2 more landings.
Okay, I'm not leaving without Spinelli or Sam.
Okay.
Making threats isn't gonna get you out of here.
Sammy, you are really beautiful. Of all the people in Port Charles, you're the only one that I regret not having known better.
Well, we can fix that.
It's a shame. Would it that we could? But both of us know that would take more time than we have. You see, I'm leaving, and you're gonna die.
No. Listen, Trevor, nobody needs to die. You just need to give me the poison and make your way over the other side where you can get out of here.
Sammy, as I said, you are really beautiful, but you're not the brightest bulb in the bunch. See, this poison guarantees that John and I walk away from the Zakara mess clean and free. Why, after all these years of me handling the strings of everybody in that organization, why would I leave with nothing?
I am not leaving this office until I hear from the court. So call me back in the office, all right? You have that number? Actually, you know what? Call me on my cell. How about text me? Texting me is the best way to do it. What I want is to make sure that the names on that list do not leave the hospital and end up on the ground.
I'm watching everything on the news. Are you okay?
I'm waiting for Judge Raymond to issue an order to allow the FBI, and I'm not sure why I'm even sharing this with you.
Because I'm your BFF, in the vernacular.
Our interests do not coincide.
Alexis, our interests lie in the survival of a whole list of people with whom our lives are inextricably intertwined. You do realize that in a worst-case scenario, I stand to lose almost my entire law practice, not to mention the most lucrative retainer I have. Wow, that's a little insensitive, isn't it?
Just a little. You're worried about losing clients. I'm worried about losing the father of my daughters and my oldest daughter.
Yeah. Shame on me. Honey, you must be sick with worry. Why are you sitting here in your office?
It's better for me to stand and watch a building burn. I'll go crazy. I'm here. At least I can do something. Did I mention that my best friend and my ex-husband have decided to become heroes? Jax has got his plane, his helicopter in this mess, and the fire department won't even try it.
Okay. Okay, let me try and be the voice of reason. Sonny has got 9 lives, and he's only used about 6 of them. The man can survive almost anything. Now, Rick seems to come out of the worst situations maybe battered, maybe a little bruised, but he's always still standing. And Jax is real lucky. Jax goes right up to the edge, and then he gets smart. All without getting his hair mussed.
You're right. About his hair. Probably about all of them. I'm sure everyone will be fine. Everyone except my daughter. I just wish I could say the same thing about her.
Johnny can take care of himself.
Oh, no. That boy needs me more now than ever. He always has. And always will. I never once abandoned him.
Johnny's fine. He's nowhere near this hospital. You gotta take care of yourself, Trevor. Hand me the poison and I guarantee you will make it out of here in one piece.
Yeah. You have no idea who you're dealing with, do you?
Come on, Trevor, the more time you waste, the bigger chance you're gonna have of being left behind.
Then I better get going.
You are not going anywhere until you give me that poison.
Tab, don't underestimate me. My son, Richie, the blight of my life did. Kate, and Anthony, too. I don't think anybody in the whole godforsaken town of Port Charles understands what Trevor Lansing is really capable of doing.
I don't understand why you have to fight. We can get out of here together.
You're trying to manipulate me, Sam? That's my job. To see what's possible, and then take the actions that are needed. I called all the shots in that organization. Anthony was the figurehead. He was the craziest, smartest, but most vicious killer I ever had the pleasure to meet. But I played him like a violin. Now, do you really think you're gonna play me like that?
Patient is not leukemia.
looking really good for either one of us as far as survival goes.
I'm not gonna roll over and pretend I don't know what I know.
Why in the world would Sonny believe some crazy story coming from you about how I shot Michael? Why?
I don't know, Claudia. Let's start with the fact that Sonny loves me, and you're nothing but a blood-sucking leech.
Oh, right. You're right. You're right, Kate. He loves you. That's why he came to your rescue. Oh, no, wait. That was me. That was me he rescued.
Don't change the subject. All that matters, Claudia, is that you shot Michael, and I saw the proof.
Sonny knows who shot Michael. Ian Devlin was a lone gunman.
Oh, no, he wasn't. Ian Devlin acted under instructions. You were the one who picked the time and picked the place, and it is all on Jerry's DVD.
There is no DVD. And even if there was, Sonny knows that Jerry Jacks is the biggest psychopath who ever walked the earth, and whatever he had to say is undoubtedly a lie. But you know what is clear, Kate? You are so desperate. You would do anything, even use Michael's tragedy in a situation like this to get near Sonny.
Shut up,
disgusting.
you evil shrew.
Disgusting.
You know that everything that I said is true. And you deserve to fry for it.
Hey, you're still here. I'm sorry it took so long.
Well, you're here now.
Okay, I got good news. Jax has got a helicopter. You guys are in the next group.
Where's Sonny?
He took off a little while ago. We haven't seen him since.
Well, I told you how much I hate this. The smoke, the dirt. That's why I have
Okay, look, I know you hate this. I know you do, and I want to say thank you for taking care of me and for helping me. I appreciate it.
Okay. Can you move your ass now and get out of here?
Oh, great. Now my outfit is gonna smell like smoke. After I go to a club, if I smell like smoke, I have to shower for at least an hour. And then scrub my hair. Oh, I cannot believe you are doing this to me. Finally, I'm gonna make you pay.
Lulu, where are you going?
I didn't want to bother you.
I can't sleep. Actually, I was lying here trying to imagine what I was going to tell your father if something happened to you.
Well, nothing happened. I got on the next helicopter out, and Lucky was on it with me. I just don't know how many more people Jax is going to be able to rescue.
I'm so glad you got out.
Are you going to get mushy on me?
I can't get over the fact that you never left my side. I find myself uncustomarily proud and very grateful to be your step monster.
Everything is so chaotic in general. It's just hard to tell who's been evacuated and who hasn't.
Well, we know that you and Lucky made it out, and my father and Monica got out.
Nicholas is still there.
Nicholas has survived many a disaster. He is a seasoned pro.
But nobody's heard from Carly or Jason or my friend Spinelli.
Do me a favor. Don't mention Jason to my father. My father has been through enough aggravation to last a lifetime, and quite frankly, I couldn't possibly hold his hand through another Jason crisis.
I used to think that this, the way you are right now, was all that there was to you. You know, the selfishness and the hatred and how everything revolves around you.
Everything does revolve around me.
No, you're not fooling me.
Don't think you know me, Missy.
I know you love my dad. I know you care about me. I know that you would die for your kids, and I think that you do love Monica and your dad.
Okay, well, thank you for the lovely speech. Now make yourself useful. Go find out who else was evacuated, and perhaps you could find out why your father hasn't come to rescue us yet.
Finally. Hey, take it easy, all right? You just got knocked on the head.
Emily, is that you?
It's Rebecca. Rebecca Shaw. Remember, we already had this conversation? Can you stand up? Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, where are we?
Yeah, you got knocked unconscious. I had to drag you clear.
You saved my life.
Yeah, didn't really have time to think about it.
Look, I reserve the right to be grateful.
All right, you reserve anything you want. We gotta get out of here. They're evacuating from the roof. Yeah. All right. Saved each other. Let's call it even.
No one's allowed inside. That's right, she had short blonde hair, wearing some ridiculous shoes with extremely high heels. I got a bad feeling she's inside the building. That blonde girl you just described, you sure she went inside? She was pissed off we weren't looking for some friend of hers.
Stranelli! Where are you? I'm not getting anywhere with these stairs. I should find some that aren't caving in around me.
You seen Carly?
No!
I know I look like Emily, I'm not her.
How many people does this helicopter hold? 4. You guys are going next.
No, you go ahead. Go on.
No, you guys have injuries and I'm not done in there. Listen, Carly. Jax, I promise you I'd find her and I will. You're the only one that can get people out of here, so please. Okay, is everyone ready? Yeah. Kate and Claudia have been exposed to the poison. They have injuries and probably smoke inhalation.
Who elected you to fly this helicopter?
Guess I'm the only one crazy enough to fly it.
Damn you! The chopper's on the other roof. And you stopped me from getting into it.
I can't let you leave with that poison. If you want to go, you're going to have to hand that to me carefully.
And if I did, why wouldn't you just shoot me?
I don't want to shoot you, Trevor. That's not the way I'm wired.
I don't believe you. That chopper is taking off!
Catch the next one if you cooperate.
All right. I tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna throw this ball right over the side, and it's gonna become your responsibility. All the thousands of men, women, and children, the innocent children who are gonna die, it's your call!
I don't know why you have to do it like this. We can get out of here together.
Oh, it is not the leaving, you silly bitch! It is the hitting! Straight on the concrete! Oh, dear. I'm too close to Anthony. He's falling off the rails.
I really don't understand what you're trying to do. What do you want to pocket that poison? When the feds catch you, what are you going to do? Offer it up for a deal?
I'm not going to give it to the feds. I got bigger fish to fry. People of more power, with influence that you never dreamed of. I'm going to call in favors.
I don't think they're going to be able to look past the fact that you stole the biotoxin.
Stole it? Come on, I rescued it from Anthony Zaccaro, one of the other mini mobsters, Jason Morgan or Sonny Corinthos.
No one's ever going to believe that Sonny or Jason took that.
Sammy, I am going to pin the tail of the donkey on whichever one of those criminals is dead. Huh? I wrenched it out of their hands. I risked my life. I wouldn't even entrust it to someone like you until I carefully placed it into the hands of my friends at the Department of Justice. Now, why did you think they're gonna give me the damn Medal of Honor?
You're going to have to get through me first.
Well, there. That's the plan. Let's go!
Thanks. Thank you very, very much. All right, Rick's out. They took him over to Mercy for an evaluation. Apparently he walked out on his own and he was annoying the paramedics, so apparently he's fine.
There isn't by any chance any word on Kate.
She's still in there. Apparently they're still treating her for the poison. That stuff is really toxic, so it really laid her out and she hasn't been evacuated yet.
I would hate for anything to happen to Kate.
Oh, me too. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. No. 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 How could you? What?
No, you're right. No, I adore Kate Flan. I mean, I just don't. No, I mean, I adore Kate. Regardless of it doesn't have nothing to do with the fact that she, you know, so generously loans us these fabulous designer samples. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Kate will make it out. She will make it out. And so will Carly.
What are you worried about Carly for? You're the last one you have to worry about.
Why do you say that?
Because every time something like this happens to Carly, she usually A, has something to do with it, and B, she's always fine.
Aren't you over-exaggerating just a tad?
Are you gonna take her side?
Why don't you have a drink?
Do you carry this flask with you everywhere you go, even into court?
Almost always.
I know why you're doing this. You're just trying to make me feel better.
Is it working?
No, not even in the slightest. I really should be a better mother.
You're a wonderful mother.
Yeah, to Christina and Molly, I'm just great. But to Sam, you know, all I can think about is how I've messed up. When I think of her, I just see an embodiment of all my mistakes.
That's an awful lot to put on the both of you.
I keep thinking, all right, well, I think that things will get better in time, you know, that... No, but it doesn't, you know, and then I think if she settles down, if we find some sort of common ground, that I will stop walking on eggshells with her, and she will stop being so oversensitive with me. And then something like this happens, and then I think, well, you know what, Alexis, you had your shot, and you blew it.
Alexis, Sam could have tried harder, too.
There are things that she could have done differently, but, you know, that's not her job. I'm her mother. It's my job to reach out and to keep reaching out, because I will tell you, I would never have given up Christina or Molly. I would never even thought about it, and yet I've as good as given up on my eldest daughter.
Don't live a life of regret, Alexis. Down that road lies only misery.
You're right. You're right. When she gets out of this, I'm gonna do better.
We made a call and we're ready for you at Mercy.
What makes you think that there's going to be room for me at a hospital where we sent all of our patients?
Trust me, they'll make room for you.
Maybe, but I'm not going.
Okay, so it is true.
What?
Doctors make the worst patients.
I can't go anywhere until my brother has been evacuated.
Dr. Hunter, you were in the operating room. You got the worst dose of poison, more than anybody else. Okay?
And I survived. I'm on oxygen. What? Besides, Mercy, right here they have the worst chocolate pudding.
Oh.
It sucks.
That's good. Make jokes.
I need to be here when my brother lands.
Jax, I'm sorry. No sign of Carly. That's okay. I'll come back and look for her myself. Is there anyone else? I'd like to do another sweep of the floor. No, there's no time. The wind's picking up. We have to take off. There might be people trapped in there still. Leave it to the firefighters, Patrick. You've done more than enough already. I have to insist. We have to go. Let's go.
Stupid fire. Where do they put those stupid fire extinguishers?
I'm looking for Max. We haven't seen her.
No, and I know everyone's out of the hospital now.
You guys came from the 10th floor all the way down?
Yes, but the stairs are blocked. We were able to get down, but there's no way Maxie got up.
Gotta get out of here. It's bad.
Wait a second, you were outside. Did you see Jax? Did you see Jax?
I don't know. A lot of people were dragged out and they've been hurt. I'm sorry.
I'm getting you out of here. Let's go.
Evening, ladies. Or is it morning? I'm FBI Agent Rayner. I hope you're both comfortable.
So, how long do we need to be here?
Well, I told the local police that while you're waiting to be evacuated to Mercy, you can wait in here where it's nice and warm.
Out of the goodness of your heart.
Well, while we're waiting, I do have a few questions I'd like to ask.
If you were any kind of FBI agent at all, you'd already know who I was, and that I won't be answering your questions without my lawyer present.
You're Claudia Zaccara.
Corinthos.
On the other hand, I have nothing to hide. I'll tell you anything you want to know. And then some.
What can either of you tell me about the capsule of toxin that's gone missing?
Trevor Lansing has it. He plans to use it to make some kind of a deal.
That's not going to happen. Trevor Lansing is dead.
Are you certain?
We just found his body. Looks like he jumped from the top. I'm guessing to avoid being burned to death.
That was Agent Rayner, who said that Jax is making his last evacuation. And what are you doing?
Nothing. I'm so suspicious.
Those are my private contacts.
I'm sorry.
What are you looking for, anyway?
Not a what, it's a who. Mike Corbin and Bobby Spencer.
Why?
Because I have drafted the last will and estate for Sonny and Carly and Jason. And without breaking attorney-client privilege, if they don't make it out alive, then little Morgan Corinthos stands to become the richest miner in the state. Mike and Bobby are his grandparents.
Well, if God forbid anything happens to him, I'll put you in touch with him, okay? And aren't you the one that keeps assuring me that Sonny's gonna make it out alive?
I'm sure he will. Sonny's the luckiest man in the world, from what I can see. Can I ask you a question about that?
No.
I'm just curious.
Now? You want to talk about this now?
I just want to know if when you slept with
You want to
Sonny,
know if Sonny is good in bed now?
No, I don't want to know if he's good in bed. Although I'm sure he is. You know, he's got that whole thing, that whole Latin thing, which even I can see is almost irresistible. Almost. Although I made a deal with myself the day I started working for him that I would never allow myself under any circumstances to get intimately involved with that man.
Good for you. Exercise that self-control. I wish I had.
They're going to be fine, Alexis. They're all going to be fine.
I hope. You're becoming increasingly less convincing as an optimist. But you're a good friend.
Is it bad news?
It's no news. I can't reach anyone who can tell me if Nicholas is safe.
You know about that woman, right?
What woman?
There's a woman in the hospital who looks exactly like Emily, and Nicholas saw her.
You're kidding. Who is she?
I don't know, but it makes me worried because Nicholas was finally getting on with his life, and now I don't know what seeing her will do to him.
Are you sure you're not exaggerating?
Lucky it was like seeing Emily in the flesh. And there's no doubt in my mind that if she's in trouble, Nicholas will go look for her.
I better go check on my brother. Will you be okay?
If I wasn't stuck in here, I'd go with you.
Certainly something while you've stuck by my side all night long. It's above and beyond.
Well, I'm a nurse. That's what we do.
Yeah, well, the care and concern, it's just been great, but now that I'm not on death's door, isn't there someone else that you'd rather be hovering around? Say, like Nicholas Castledine?
Well, that would make sense if I actually meant as much to him as he does to me, or if what I wished actually meant anything, but as my Aunt Raylene would say, if wishes were horses, then beggars would ride.
You want my professional opinion? I think your heart's been trampled.
So here you're refusing to go to Mercy until you see me.
You look like hell.
Yeah, so do you.
It's good to know some things don't change. Let's take a load off.
This is a nightmare.
Yeah, I noticed.
Wonder how much is gonna be left.
Besides ash and rubble. We still have our medical licenses, so we can practice anywhere.
Do you think they'll be able to rebuild?
Depends how much damage there is.
It's a shame if General Hospital were gone forever.
It can't. It's where my father practiced. Where our father practiced. Where I met and fell in love with Robin. Where Emma was born, where Robin's life was saved, where so many lives were saved for that matter. Someone's gonna care to make sure it goes on, even if it's me.
Okay, we can go to Mercy now.
I'm going with you.
Dr. Drake! Agent Rayner, I'm glad you made it out.
I'm going to Mercy with my brother.
Well, I'm afraid he's gonna have to go on without you, or wait. You're a pivotal eyewitness to a critical event. We need to debrief you now.
Coffee machine only had 4 options. I'm pretty sure you would hate them all, so I got you my favorite. Mocha Madness.
Thanks. Did you happen to get a hold of your father?
You know, my dad doesn't always answer his phone or check his messages, and it doesn't mean anything.
It wouldn't bother you if your Johnny Zakara didn't answer the phone. By the way, where is your doting boyfriend?
My doting boyfriend and I had a fight. I don't know if he's in Port Charles. I don't even know if he knows about the fire or anything.
And what was the fight?
I don't want to talk about this.
No, you'd rather crawl back on your hands and knees and do anything he asks just to make it all better, hmm?
I was stupid. And the fight didn't have to get as dramatic as it was, but it did.
Do not diminish yourself for any man. Do you understand
But
me?
what if I was the one that overreacted?
Don't be so quick to make yourself wrong, Lulu. No man is gonna respect you if you don't respect yourself. Take it from me.
You just want to make sure that Johnny and I stay broken up.
Yeah, well, that too.
God, thank you. Oh, we made it.
I never doubted it. Got pretty scared then for a second.
Thanks. I don't think I could have made it without you.
You're the one that knew where to go. No matter how much we trash each other, I gotta tell you, we somehow we work it out.
You're just being nice to me because we almost died.
Could you just take the compliment? All I'm saying is that I appreciate the fact that you're a survivor.
I mean, where does an FBI agent get off overriding a doctor's opinion? I was the one who was responsible for cutting that guy open, not Patrick. Makes absolutely no sense. What?
Oh, even pretend you had anything to do with that.
Well,
okay?
I had everything. They should be talking to me. They should be taking my statement. I was the one who was there.
You'd think with a gazillion firefighters, they'd have this thing out by now.
Well, if this was your run-of-the-mill blaze, it would have stopped in the surgical suites, but this wasn't exactly a guy sneaking in a smoke. I mean, this was a nasty explosion that triggered other explosions. And on top of that, they had this poisonous gas that was in the hospital. They had no idea what they were getting into. They had to sort out what was what. And that is another reason why, since I was there, that I should be telling them exactly what transpired, how things went down.
No.
I don't understand why.
No. You are not strong enough to do
fine.
anything but go to Mercy, which we should have done a half an hour ago, okay? We are leaving now.
Nadine, wait. Is there room in there?
Excuse me, there was a helicopter crash earlier. Do you have any idea about the pilot?
I'm not allowed to get out of
He's my husband, and he was trying to rescue people off
You
the
need to
roof.
stay
You
back.
could just-
It's dangerous here.
I know!
Charlie!
Oh, my God.
Oh, thank God you're okay.
what Agent Rayner would have said if I told him you were involved in Michael's shooting.
There's this funny thing about these law enforcement types, Kate. Generally, they need something remotely resembling evidence.
We'll see.
You've been dumped, Kate. You really should move on. You look pathetic.
Oh my God. Thank God you're okay. I was
worried about you.
Don't drop it. Thank you. Help me. Get the poison.
You want to ride with us to Mercy Hospital?
The only place I'm going, back to my hotel for a nice hot bath.
You can't ignore the fact that you were trapped in a burning building. You got smoke inhalation. At the very least, you need to be checked out by a doctor.
I wouldn't argue. This man is used to getting his way.
Maxie! Maxie, if you're in here, let me know it! Maxie!
If you had died after I risked everything, I would have killed you myself.
That's very charming, the way you put things, you know what I mean?
Oh my. What a touching reunion.
Don't drop it. Thank you.
I got you.
Help me.
I got you.
Get the poison.
One last round of rock, paper, scissors for the rest of the crackers, what do you say?
What do I say? What do I say? What the hell do you think I say? I'm going stir crazy in here. I can't take it anymore. Hey, Deputy Dog! Show your face! Hey, look, I've had enough of your hospitality. You remember that cop's son I told you about? I demand that you call him and tell him you're holding me and Mr. Lovett in this cement cracker box. Detective Lucky Spencer, PCPD. Call him!
This is much better, right? All warm and cozy. It's hard to believe that only a few hours ago we were stuck in a blizzard. But that's one of the many things you're gonna learn about life, my little girl. Is that things can turn around in a second. For better or for worse. But let's concentrate on the better for right now. I think the lesson in this for both of us really is that when all hope seems to be lost, you just have to keep going and fight your way through it. Yeah, that's what happened tonight. Tonight we had our first really scary night together. You got sick. And our car broke down. We got lost. And your daddy was trapped in a fire. But now everything's okay. Here we are, warm and cozy together. Everything turned out all right.
Is it just me? Is there some weird tension going on in here?
It's not just you. I apologize. Just a little, unsettling. Apparently I resemble Mr.
Nicholas Casanite.
Right. I seem to bear an uncanny resemblance to Mr. Casanite's late wife.
I can vouch for that, and yeah, it is unsettling. I'm a nurse. I'd like to check your vitals if you don't mind.
No, I'm fine. I'm not so sure about him.
Were you hurt?
He got knocked unconscious trying to save my life.
Maxie! Maxie, if you can hear me, give me a yell back! Maxie!
Honey, you can run, you cannot. Wow. You guys really need to stop meeting like this.
Tell me about it.
I'm glad you're safe.
Oh, you're glad. I guess I thought you'd show more personal interest, something along the lines of, I don't know, defying all the odds to sweep me off in a helicopter. It's romantic, I know, but just goes to show old habits die kicking and screaming.
Carly and I, we got stuck in a corridor. We couldn't go back up, just down.
Well, all's well that ends well, right? Right, that's what matters. If only it were that simple. You might want to lighten up just a scooch. There are things that you and Sonny don't know.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I suppose this is as good a time as any.
I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
The ambulance is here to transport you and Miss Howard to Mercy.
I want to ride with my cousin in the hospital.
It's not a problem. You, Mr. Corinthos, are going to have to answer a few questions.
I was so scared when I heard you took the helicopter up, and then when I saw it crash.
Yeah, it was a little windy.
How did you get out?
Lucky, I guess.
What were you thinking, Jax? You could have died.
I was trying to save you, Carly. When you weren't even there.
It was because when I saw the helicopter crash, I couldn't wait around for someone to tell me what happened. I had to come find you.
All I could think about all night long was how much I love you. And my life only makes sense when I'm sharing it with you.
Can you say it again?
My life only makes sense when I'm sharing it with you.
Sorry about the timing, guys. Hi. Have either of you seen or heard anything about Sam?
You okay?
Thank you.
Here's your gun. We gotta find Spinelli, and we hope we get the last helicopter out of here. Let's go.
You're making a terrible mistake here, Deputy. You know that I'm entitled to a phone call. Now get me a phone and let me call my son. We'll get this whole unfortunate attempt at rehabilitation resolved. He's a cop, I told you. At the very least, he can get us put in the custody of the PCPD. And look what that'll do for you. It'll get me out of your hair. You can go back to dating your sister full time.
If your son wants you, he can get to finding you.
What are you talking? You can't do that! I demand a phone call! Come back here!
Look, I don't know you that well, but if I had to guess, I'd say that bit about the cop's son is true.
Sad but true. Lucas Lorenzo Spencer, Jr. Fruit of my loins. Somehow he grew up to be a cop. He protects and serves. And all too often he issues moral judgment from his high white horse. I don't know how it happened. That remarkable kid that I raised. How the hell did he turn into a handcuff-carrying, step out of the car, please, officer of the state? One of the great mysteries of my life.
I got all the messages you left every 5 minutes. What's so urgent?
Mac, there was a young woman on the 10th floor at General Hospital named Rebecca Shaw. And she could be Emily's twin sister.
Yeah, her hair is a little lighter and it's shorter, but other than that, Mac, there are no physical differences.
And we need to be reassured that she was evacuated safely, and you find her and then bring her here to us.
Wait, let me see if I got this straight. You're looking for a woman who looks like Emily, and her name is Rebecca Shaw. And that's all you've got? No address? No reason why she was in the hospital, or even if that's her real name? And you want me to magically pull her out of a hat and drag her to you?
Mac, listen to me. If you looked up and you saw a young woman who looked exactly like Georgie, and she suddenly was gone, you'd move heaven and earth to find her, wouldn't you?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you so much, Mac.
If there's anything else, I have family to visit.
Okay.
Thank you, Mac. We are going to find that little girl.
I really think the odds are against us,
Oh,
Edward.
Monica, damn the odds. That little girl with dear Emily's face was put into our path for some reason, and we are going to find out what it is.
I saw Sam, it was a few hours ago, and she was fine. She was helping out, and she hadn't been affected by the poison or anything.
She's still unaccounted for.
Well, according to Patrick, quite a few people are unaccounted for. Anthony Zacchara, Trevor Lansing, and Jason Spinelli, for some reason.
Well, Trevor Lansing's been heard from. His broken body's in the middle of the street. Apparently, he took a header off the roof.
What the hell's that about?
We haven't heard from Anthony Zacchara, and Jason and Spinelli and Sam are unaccounted for. Do you think they're together?
Yeah, I think there's a good chance they're together, and Jason's never going to leave Sam and Spinelli in there. Sam's going to be okay. She will.
Oh my God. Thank God you're okay. Hey. Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, except I don't know where Johnny is.
Maxie! 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 Come on.
Ouch. Listen, you're bleeding.
I'm okay.
No, you're not okay. You're gonna have to get this
We gotta get rid of the poison.
Fortunately, that shouldn't be a problem considering the whole 10th floor is engulfed in flames.
Okay, just go. Just go.
Don't take this personal, but I usually don't talk to FBI agents without my attorney.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. All you have to do is listen.
Okay.
We've got search and seizure warrants ready to serve on Anthony Zacchara's residence, as well as several offices which we have reason to believe he utilizes as fronts.
Good for you. What does that have to do with me?
Well, Mr. Zacchara is your father-in-law, and you've run your own rather notorious organization.
So?
Well, it follows that Mr. Zacchara would want to get you into the family business, which means that there is a better than good chance that we'll uncover enough evidence to charge you with various RICO violations as well. You could be going away for a very long time.
But I haven't done anything wrong. Why you look at me like that?
You seem just a little bit overconfident, which leads me to believe that you may have entered into some sort of agreement with Jason Morgan.
This is a rather astonishing development. Yeah, I mean, you're one of the most devout anarchists I've ever met. It must be weird to eat the holiday pudding face to face with the law.
Weird is an understatement. It's more than weird. It's, oh, well. What the hell? Who am I to judge? He's a grown man. He can make his own choices. He's probably a very good cop.
You're disappointed.
And I guess you're going to tell me that I have no right to be disappointed, that I'm just an irresponsible old drunk who hates cops and doesn't care about his kids.
No! All right, I get it, all right? I mean, a bloke like you would want his son to grow up to be a notorious outlaw.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly, you do get it. Huh. Well, I don't know what happened. Lucky and I had a spectacular start. But I don't know.
Okay, let's go find Spinelli.
Wait, Jason.
He could be lost, Sam.
I know. I want to find Spinelli too, but you're like 5 minutes away from passing out. It's too big for me to carry or drag anywhere, so please. You gotta let me bandage you up, okay?
I can't believe you found me.
Did you walk?
Yeah, where are we?
Stairwell. Get the hell out of here.
No, we can't leave without Spinelli.
Why don't you go check on your friends?
My friends?
Yeah. Nadine, the doctor we rode in the ambulance with.
I'm sure that they're fine. You're my concern at this moment.
Just to review, you're the one who got knocked unconscious.
Yeah, so did you at one point this evening.
Wow, we have so much in common.
Look, I don't know what your situation is in terms of medical insurance, but I'd be happy to cover any costs that you may incur while you're here.
Look, I'm sure that's very nice of you. I'm used to paying my own way. Besides, you're probably going to need more attention than I do.
Well, that reminds me, I never got a chance to properly thank you for saving my life. Thank you.
Thought we called it even.
Doctor, this is Rebecca Shaw. She needs a full battery of tests, no expense spared.
Excuse me? Since I've known you all of 2 hours, I think I can handle my own exam. Can I have a little bit of privacy here?
Yeah, sure.
All of 2 hours? Thought that guy was your husband.
Let me give you a tip on your interrogation technique. When you tell someone that you plan to prosecute them for somebody else's crime, they're not going to be as willing to cooperate.
Well, I appreciate you looking out for me, so why don't I just take another approach? Total honesty. Zakara's been doing very bad things for a very long time, and we finally amassed enough evidence to take him out of play. We're not going to let that go to waste. Now, at the end of the day, we would truly love to have Zakara. However, if he proves elusive, we will settle for another high-profile get that sends the same message to organized crime, and that would be you. And no special arrangement that you have with Jason Morgan will be enough to save you.
What is the status of the evacuation?
If you're here to get answers you can use, forget about it, because Agent Rayner is on to his next high-profile case. Now, I'm wasting time here. I got a wife who's at mercy. I gotta get to her. If you're gonna arrest me, do it. If not, I'm getting the hell out of here.
What now? Consider me on record. I think this whole conversation, confrontation, whatever you want to call it, is a terrible idea. She insisted.
Olivia. Yeah. Thanks for bringing me over here, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't treat me like a child with a behavioral disorder.
I'm treating you like a person who's just been poisoned, and that's before you got trapped in a fire. All right? You got 10 minutes.
Take her now, really, because you're not going to hurt my feelings.
10 minutes. Be succinct.
I know what you did.
You sound like a bad movie.
No, you're Sonny's worst nightmare. You had his son shot. Now, please, don't waste any time with denials. You heard Olivia. We've only got 10 minutes for me to figure out what I'm gonna do about it.
Did little Lucas always have his... Lucky. We always call him Lucky. Because he got his mother's hair.
Did he always have his eye on running the straight and narrow?
Oh, hell no. I have no idea when that happened to him. When he was a kid, he was the best second I ever had. Truly. And when I say a kid, I'm talking... He used to run the con with me when he was 5 years old.
Oh, now you're exaggerating.
No, I'm not, I swear to you. He was born with a gift, that boy. When he was 11, he made his way all the way from Vancouver to New York, clear across the continent, all alone, fleecing the pigeons all the way.
How could a prodigy like that end up in law enforcement?
I have no bloody idea.
Maybe Lucky just wanted to shake off the legacy, you know? I mean, it can't be easy to follow in the footsteps of a man like you.
Flattery. That'll get you nowhere. You still owe me $600.
No, it's not flattery, man. I call it like it is. I mean, you live large and cast a mighty shadow. You know, there's this quote that always stuck with me. No one lives their lives full up except the bullfighters. And I think you're a bullfighter. And I only hope that someday I have enough guts to say the same.
That's impressive. You read Hemingway?
Who?
The author you just quoted.
No, I got it off a matchbook.
You know, you have to be hands down the most paranoid woman I've ever met in my life. Were you born like that, Connie, or did Kay teach you that?
Maybe you honestly don't know how devastated Sonny is with Michael's shooting. I mean, after all, your marriage is a business arrangement, right? I don't imagine you two sit by the fire discussing your innermost feelings and thoughts. And if I had to make a bet, I'd say Michael is not an easy topic for you.
You know what you are? You're a piece of work. Sitting there. I mean, Michael's shooting was horrible. That's unspeakable. And it's really disgusting that you would sit there and try to exploit it.
You know what's disgusting, Claudia? Arranging the shooting of an innocent child.
I did not do that.
Yes, you did. Sonny has been suspicious for a very long time that Ian Devlin did not work alone, and he's about to find out that he was right. You're the missing link, Claudia. Devlin was acting on your orders. Let's see, you chose the time, you chose the place, you chose the method, so Michael's shooting is on you.
No.
I want Sonny to have the closure that he desperately needs. My only issue, Claudia, will be his reaction. And that will be to kill you. You see, I'm not like you. I don't want to be an instrument of death, even yours. Unfortunately, I just don't see a way around it.
I realize that you are not directly responsible for the events tonight. That said, there are still people trapped in a burning building. A fire started as a direct result of the FBI losing track of a controlled substance. I would think that would command your attention rather than him with something he did in the past that could clearly be taken care of in the future.
Don't leave town. And if I were you, I'd locate Anthony Zacchara.
One more thing, if you don't mind. We are all impressed with your single-minded dedication to this mission, but I, for one, would like to hear what, if anything, is being done to get the rest of the people, one of whom happens to be my daughter, out of the hospital.
I don't get it. Why would Johnny go back into the fire?
He said he was looking for Maxie, that she went in to find Spinelli. So he went in after her.
Hey. Good news. Patrick's been evacuated.
Where is he?
PCPD for questioning.
What kind of questioning?
Robin, look, he was the only eyewitness to the poisoning in OR2. Okay, the FBI has to debrief him. Now, as soon as they're done, I'll have a car drive him here immediately. If anyone screams favoritism, they can choke on it.
All right, good.
How's my little grandniece?
She is doing so much better. Her fever's down, her lungs are clearing. Emma's just gonna be fine. Aren't you?
What about you? Sounds like you've been through hell tonight.
I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Getting out of the car in the middle of a blizzard and dragging Emma through it.
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say you were thinking that forward motion was probably better than freezing to death in a broken down old car.
All I can say is, thank God Maxie and Johnny showed up when they did. Tonight could have turned out very differently.
Yeah, well, you made the right choice under the circumstances, like you always do, so don't be too hard on yourself, okay? You and your beautiful little daughter are safe. It came out right.
I was telling Emma the exact same thing.
Hi, Nicholas. Rebecca's fine. I just left her in an exam room.
Oh my gosh, she's here, Mercy?
Yeah, she's right downstairs.
Did she say anything?
Did she say where she was from?
Or where she's living now?
No. No, she didn't.
Well, did you ask her if she were adopted?
I did, but she didn't answer me. She certainly had no idea that there was this other woman, Emily, who looked exactly like her. And she does now. She's a little overwhelmed by everyone's reaction to her.
Well, that's understandable.
I just can't stand the thought that we're going to run the risk of her just disappearing and we're never going to see her again.
Once things calm down a little bit, hopefully we can get some answers.
We have to move fast because there's no telling how much longer we're gonna have power.
Yeah, we can keep going. I'm okay.
That's what you always say, Jason. Is that you're just okay, but you know what that's taught me?
What?
Well, here you gotta take off your jacket. To ignore you, and judge for myself. Okay, you're gonna have to.
Oh, God.
Just sit tight and let me take care of this, okay?
Okay.
How long do you think we're gonna be stuck here?
It depends on how accomplished you are with digging through a cement wall with a spoon.
What do you mean?
What do you say you and me bust out of this flea-bitten dog kennel?
I can take the chopper up again.
That is a horrible idea because the winds are worse than they were.
Well,
the fire department has said the building's unsafe. You're going to land your helicopter up there, Jax? The roof is going to collapse.
I'm willing to take that risk.
Well, I'm not. Listen, we can assume that Spinelli, Jason, and Sam are together. They're smart enough to get on the stairwell. They're not going to be waiting on the roof.
Okay. You're right. I just want to help you.
You already have.
Oh my God, Maxie drives me crazy. I mean, I understand the impulse to want to help Spinelli, but realistically, what does she think she's gonna do?
I guess she thinks she's gonna go in there and grab him by his hair and drag him out kicking and screaming.
So now Johnny's gone after her, which is, it's brave and wonderful, but my God, that's what the firefighters are for. I know I sound hateful and selfish.
I don't blame you. Vent all you want. I'm fine with it.
No, venting it's not gonna do anything. I need to go do something.
Whoa. Hello.
Okay, look, I get that you care for Spinelli, that you're scared for him, but there's no way up to the 10th floor. All the stairwells are either blocked or collapsed, and the fire is still spreading.
Spinelli is not only my very best friend in the entire world, he is my essential person. I'm not gonna let him burn to death.
Spinelli is not as helpless as you think he is. Besides, you really think Jason's gonna up and leave?
How should I know? Maybe. Look, I don't have blind faith in Jason like Spinelli does. I don't think he's made of kryptonite or faster than a speeding bullet or whatever. God, no, that's wrong. Spinelli would be able to set me straight. He's a superhero fiend, knows all about them, who's invulnerable, who needs a special outfit to help their powers. What if he dies?
He won't. Look, as much as you need to get to Spinelli, he needs to get to you that much more. There's no way in hell he's gonna die tonight. But we got a pretty good shot, Maxie, if we don't get out of this hospital now. I can drag you, but our odds improve if you just cooperate.
I ever told you that I really hate the sight of blood?
About 200 or 300 times.
Well, I guess some things never change, huh? I think this is gonna do until you're able to see a doctor.
It's gonna have to because we don't have much time. We gotta find Spinelli and get out of here.
All right, the question is, where do we start?
Where do we start? Spinelli left his laptop, which means there had to be some kind of emergency, or he thought he was gonna be right back.
Oh, wait a minute. See,
What?
he said something about a Wi-Fi signal kept dropping out and that he was looking for a hard cable line.
So
that
he was
in the
looking for a
building.
utility
I
closet.
have no idea. But Jason, why would he leave his laptop behind?
Well, he wouldn't want to get his computer near the fire. He'd want to make sure that the closet was accessible first, then he'd go back for his computer. Okay, that's where we're gonna start. Let's go.
Oh, sounds good.
So I must have pushed Rebecca too hard. And she ran away from me, took a wrong turn down a corridor that was on fire, and this wall collapsed on top of her and pinned her down.
I thought you said she was okay.
She is. She's fine. I managed to get her out just before I got knocked unconscious. She could have left me there to burn to death, but dragged me down another corridor, and I woke up, I looked at her, and I thought it was Emily.
Can you imagine what it's got to be like for this
Rebecca, I mean, there's total strangers that are just treating her like she's an alien. If I were her, I'd be unnerved, too.
But you see, if we could just explain.
No, we can. We can. She should be done with her exam. I'm gonna go downstairs and bring her up, okay?
Would you? That'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicholas.
You're welcome. Be right back.
Okay.
He's not fooling me. That young man is going to use any excuse, or none at all, to stay near that woman.
Feel a little bushwhacked, blindsided, whatever, don't worry about it. Because I've thought about this a lot, and I've come up with a solution.
Oh, good. I'd love to hear it. Really. Without admitting I've done anything, of course.
Oh, no. No. That's not going to work. You see, the whole point is for you to own what you've done without ending up at the bottom of a river. So my plan is that you confess here, in this environment, having just barely survived a poisoning incident. See, that will allow Sonny to have some time to think about it. He won't be able to act on his first impulse. He won't be able to shoot you in a hospital. And you know, Sonny's smart. And once he's had some time to evaluate what he should do next, he'll realize that killing you really doesn't solve anything. And in fact, his best course of action is to divorce you and put all his efforts to getting you charged and convicted.
You're some piece of work, you know that? Come on, sitting there all superior. You're gonna dictate what Sonny's gonna do and what my punishment should be? You know what you're gonna sound like? Because there's this little hole in your magic plan. And that's that you don't have any proof, Kate, whatsoever that I did anything wrong. So you're gonna sound bitter and rejected. And...
Claudia? This is your last chance to save yourself. I suggest you not blow it.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on now?
Eventually. But for now, it's just between me and Claudia. For now.
Olivia, do you know what's going on between these two? Because she doesn't want to tell me, and I don't know.
I assumed you knew. It's obviously about you. You ready?
We'll talk again soon.
Sorry.
Don't look at me. I didn't seek Kate out.
What is this about?
There were a lot of heroes tonight, Emma. Doctors and firefighters. People helping other people. Like Maxie and Johnny helped us. I mean, not only did they find us, but they brought Emma to the hospital for me so I could help with the evacuation. I don't know, maybe that was the wrong decision. I probably should have been the one to bring my baby to the hospital, but I don't know, at the time it just seemed selfish. There was a hospital full of people that needed to be evacuated. Patrick was trapped inside.
Welcome to the wonders of parenthood. You're always juggling between your life and your baby, you know? Your duty as a cop or a doctor and the needs of your daughter.
Yeah. I guess it's no secret that I've been struggling with the idea of being someone's mother. But tonight really put everything in perspective. When my little girl needed me the most, I did what I thought was right. I tried to comfort her, and now she's okay.
My friends are still in there. It is your duty to get them out.
I can't. The fire's spreading to the lower floors. I've got to pull my men.
You can't just leave people in there to die. Am I hallucinating or is this fresh air?
You can picture sweet as it is.
Excuse me. Where's the woman, Rebecca Shaw? Did you admit her?
Miss Shaw suffered only minor smoke inhalation, some insignificant bruising. I released her. and she left.
You sure this is the right way?
I'm not sure of anything right now, Jason. Spinelli showed me the layout of the computer, but I didn't memorize it. It was hours ago, and how do we know if he's even here anymore? He could have went out from the helicopter and down the stairwell.
Spinelli's still here somewhere. He's here.
Utility closet.
Spinelli! Spinelli!
I was being flipped before, but I mean it. You saved my life tonight. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it. You didn't give me much choice.
What do you mean, because I stayed behind on purpose?
Oh, so you're telling me that was some kind of test?
Yeah, I think it kind of was.
Oh.
I just wanted to see if you were going to come through for me the way that I tried to come through for you, and...
Whatever the reason. Listen, I know it took a lot for you to put yourself on the line, right? Tell me the truth about your father. Yeah? And that means a lot.
This is good. I mean, we're starting to get along a little bit better, and maybe that means we're starting to understand each other's motives.
Yeah, we've made progress. Right?
Yeah, because
Right.
that first night that we were together, I mean, you were so nasty to me. You made me feel used.
Why do you want to bring this up now?
Well, I just, I was thinking about how you kidnapped my brother and you had him beaten. You know, he's my little brother.
Right.
I love my brother. I hated you for that.
Why are you rehashing the past?
Well,
Where are you
I
going
want to
with
make
this?
sure that you understand the context. At the time, I was truly afraid for my life and for my brother's life. You have to believe that, Sonny,
Right.
because I've never said a more honest thing in my whole life.
Okay, I believe you. Now what? You know what? You need to take it easy. I mean, you're recovering from toxins, smoke in your lungs. and the
No,
whole
you
thing.
know what,
I'm
Sonny,
just-
I need you to listen to me. I'm not making excuses, but I need you to understand that at the time, you threatened me a lot. And I was afraid. I was really, truly afraid for my life and for my brother's life.
I don't know if you've heard or you even care. But my father's dead. And your father's vanished.
Rebecca Shaw was in a toxic, burning building, and you released her just like that.
She was fine.
Dude, you don't know that. You barely ran any tests on her.
I performed a thorough exam and wrote her a clean bill of health. Ms. Shaw was free to leave, and that's what she chose to do.
Okay, will she leave a forwarding number, address, anything like that?
I'm sorry. Personal information is available only to members of immediate family.
When you save a girl, you really don't hold back. I would be dead 100 times over tonight if it wasn't for you.
Glad I could help.
So now that you saved my life, you're my slave, or something like that.
Okay.
Hey, I'm so glad that you're okay. I was worried about you both.
Spinelli was looking for a utility closet. That has to be the one.
If he's in there, he's trapped. Spinelli! Spinelli!
I have told you everything I know.
Well, we're still trying to clarify the events leading up to the disaster.
You know exactly what happened. Equinox lost a shipment of biotoxin, which killed and injured a dozen people and led to a fire that burned down half the hospital.
Calm down, Doctor. The more you delay, the longer you're Are you sure about the number of biotoxin capsules?
Why do you need me to explain this? Your own agent was in there, Winifred.
Just answer the question, Doctor.
I removed 4 capsules from Bragg's body. One of them disappeared. Stolen by Trevor Lansing. I don't know where it is, but if you have a bunch of innocent people that collapse at a bus station, you'll get your answer. Now, in the meantime, I've got to get home to my wife and sick child.
The doctor is very pleased with your recovery, Emma.
No one is happier than I am. I love you so much. My beautiful little girl.
Hi.
Nicholas, hi.
Am I interrupting
No,
anything?
no. Come in.
Yeah, I heard Emma was ill, but judging by that smile on your face, I'd say that she's getting better.
She is. She's making a full recovery. She's a strong girl.
Like mother, like daughter. Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, thank you. But no, we're just waiting for Patrick. He's at the FBI making a statement or something. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just trying to process everything that happened.
Yeah. It's incredible to think that General Hospital is burning as we speak.
No, it's true. It's not the only thing.
What does that mean?
Nothing. We'll talk about it later, okay? I'm just glad that you and Emma are well. I gotta get going.
Well, wait, hold on. Wait a second. Did something happen?
No, nothing bad or anything. Just overwhelming, I guess. During the fire, I met this woman named Rebecca Shaw, okay? And she looks exactly like Emily.
Sorry. Didn't mean to startle you.
That's okay.
How are you feeling?
I'm better. I'm better. Thank you. I can breathe a little easier. Thank you for helping me, by the way.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. All I did was call the nurse.
Well, you could have kept walking, but you didn't, and I really appreciate it.
I have a confession to make. Didn't really come in here to see you. I ducked in here to hide. There's this guy who's been not exactly chasing me,
Nicholas
but
Cassadine.
Yeah, you know him?
Yeah, he was my brother-in-law.
Oh. I'm guessing you know this Emily that he keeps talking about.
Yeah. She was my best friend. She died about a year and a half ago. I'm sure Nicholas told you that you look exactly like her.
Getting really tired of hearing that.
Has Spinelli been evacuated?
Not that I know of.
Well, the fire crew has to have a list that we could check or something.
He checked it. He's not on it.
That means he's still in there. Someone has to go get him out.
Maxie, there's no way in hell you're going back into that building. I've rescued you twice tonight. I'm not about to spend any time, not to be selfish.
Look, I understand that running into that building was stupid, but I'm scared for Spinelli.
You okay? Where are we on next now?
No longer. I was evacuated earlier.
Maxie, what were you thinking? You could have been burned to death.
I'd offer my condolences on Trevor's death, but somehow I don't think it's that big of a loss to you.
And I hated him, but he was still my father. It's like Anthony was yours. You don't even care what happened to him, do you?
No, I'm frantic with worry, can't you tell? Because he was such a loving, supportive father. Always taking me to the park and doing homework with me.
I'm serious, Claudia.
I made my choice.
Claudia stepped up. Told me the truth about Anthony, which is a lot more than I could say for you.
I don't know what Anthony had done until after.
Oh, please. Rick. You were his right-hand man. You knew everything he was doing. He pulled me in to the organization. He plotted to kill me, and you were gonna sit back and watch.
And you think that Claudia acted out of loyalty to you? She saw you had the advantage, Sonny. And she backed the winning side.
Spinelli! Spinelli!
Your last brain scans came back clean. I read them myself.
Robin, I'm not hallucinating this time.
No, but I mean, you had a tumor. It was serious. I worry about you.
Rebecca and I rode in an ambulance together to this hospital, okay, where she got checked out by a doctor, but he won't give me any information on her.
Well, what did
Rebecca, what did she say to you?
She didn't say very much. I mean, I told her she looked like Emily, which of course made her uneasy to say the least. And I tried to stay calm about it, but it was impossible.
That's really strange. There's got to be a logical explanation.
The first thing I need to do is find out everything about her.
Sure, your friend Emily is a very nice person. It's just that I've never met her and I have nothing to do with her.
Yeah, I completely understand that. I'm sure it's weird having people look at you as if you were a ghost.
Definitely weird. It makes me want to go home and put on a fake nose or something.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, your hair is completely different. It's short.
Nicholas got knocked out at one point, and when he woke up, he called me Emily, and the way he looked at me.
He loved her with every beat of his heart. And then she died, and now here you are with her face.
So now I'm supposed to feel some sort of obligation?
No, not at all. I'm just saying that Nicholas is a really great man who has suffered a terrible loss, so maybe you could be nice about it.
Seems like forever since we fought.
Yeah, that was completely unfair, and I owe you an apology.
No, I'm so sorry. I should have been more understanding.
It's not your fault. I'm a complete train wreck.
Johnny, you've lived your life with all the money you could ever want, and now suddenly it's taken away and you're trying to make it on your own. I admire that.
Don't admire me.
Why do you say stuff like that?
It's hard to explain, but most of the time I can't even deal with it myself.
Okay, well, if this is about your sister, Claudia's gonna be fine.
What happened to Claudia?
You don't know?
No.
She was in the hospital with the rest of us. She collapsed from poisoning, but they got to her in time, so.
Where is she?
At Mercy.
All right, I gotta go see her.
Okay, I'll stay here, wait for
I can't believe you actually ran into a burning building.
Spinelli was trapped.
So you decided to join him?
Dad, nothing happened. Okay, a lot happened, but I'm perfectly fine now.
I came so close to losing both you and Robin tonight.
But you didn't. And we love how much you fuss over us, but I'm here and I'm fine, and Robin is taking care of Emma at Mercy.
And I'm going over to check on them, and I'm bringing you with me.
No, I'm not going anywhere until I know that Spinelli's okay.
Look, I will leave word with the fire crew. They'll notify us.
I'm not leaving until I know Spinelli is safe.
And I'm not leaving you here alone.
She doesn't have to be. I'll stay here with her and wait for Spinelli.
You gotta move the fire.
Wait a minute, look at this. This is what he was looking for, I think.
Look.
Oh, your book is open. You must have up there. I'm gonna call.
No. What, get exposed to the poison?
No, OR2. It was sealed off. The rest of the building is on fire. Jason, come on.
You see him?
No. Spinelli! Spinelli! Spinelli!
Why are you suddenly turning against Claudia? I mean, you two were just so close. Sometimes even under my own roof.
He's
if you know
right.
what I mean.
Rick is right. I did back the winning side. And now he's trying to do the same thing. Makes him seem useful.
You're smart, Rick. Now you know I'm never going to trust you.
Yeah. And you're so much smarter by backing Claudia, right?
Well, Claudia and I are starting to, understand each other.
I see that. You know she's gonna play you for all she's worth.
You know what? This tactic is not working for you, Rick. You should take another angle on it.
Well, see, with my brother, it's like he's afraid right now because Trevor's dead, right? Anthony's vanished, and the FBI is closing in on the entire Zakara empire. And he may actually take the fall for all of them.
No, I'm just a lawyer, Sonny. But you, on the other hand, you're the head of the organization.
I know how to cover my ass. But I'm sure as hell not gonna cover yours.
Thanks for your concern.
You're right, he's scared. He's scared.
Now, what I want to know is what you were gonna tell me when Rick came in.
I have no idea where Anthony Zaccara is.
You say Trevor Lansing stole the missing capsule of toxin. Any chance he could have
Well,
given
of course, after tonight, anything is possible, Raynor.
When was the last time that you...
Look, I understand that this disaster happened on your clock and you want to clean it up, but I'm done, all right? I'm out of answers, and like I said, I need to get back to my wife and child.
Agent Raynor, as requested, I called Mercy Hospital for a status report. Emma Scorpio Drake is in stable condition, and her mother is still with her.
Thank you, Winifred.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Dr. Drake.
We're done. You're free to go, Doctor.
My humble thanks, not just for myself, but for all who were caught in the conflagration.
Everybody did their part, including you.
No, it was you who nobly led us through this time of great crisis, and we wouldn't have survived the night if it hadn't been for you, Dr. Drake.
Well, Emma's ready to be released.
Are you sure? Emma was really sick.
Well, under normal circumstances, we might keep her an extra night, but we're overcrowded with patients from General Hospital.
So you would prefer to monitor her for one more night?
Doctor, I would never let her go if I wasn't certain it's safe. But it's your call. I'll give you a few minutes to think it through, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, hi. I don't know. You look pretty healthy. You look like you're feeling better. But I've made a lot of bad decisions in the past few weeks. I'm not going to make any more. What do you think?
Hey, it's me. Am I driving you crazy yet?
Hey, no, not even close. Look who's here. Well, we got some good news.
Yeah?
Yeah, Emma's being released from the hospital.
Yay! Thank God she's okay.
I don't know. I don't know if she's ready to go home.
Oh, come on. I'm sure.
Really? That's your professional opinion?
Can you think of anyone, when given the choice, would rather be in the hospital or be in their own home?
All right, well, if you put it that way. What do you think? Emma? Hey, you want to go home?
How are you?
I'm feeling better, thanks. In fact, I was just telling Rebecca the same thing.
She was here? You saw her? When?
Yeah, she came in a little while ago to hide because she thought you were following her.
Great. I've known her all of 2 hours, and now she thinks I'm already stalking her.
Can you blame her?
Can you blame me? Well, whose side are you on here?
Yours, of course. But you see a woman with Emily's face. She sees a complete stranger who's fixated on her.
How can I not be?
I know. Believe me, I get it. And just so you know, I told her you were a great person.
Really? Did it help?
Not so much.
Oh. Yeah, I tried to explain Emily to her, but...
Your wife, who died, that alone is unsettling.
Yeah, I know. The more I tried to explain it, the less she wanted to hear.
So, you were saying something like I was gonna kill you? I don't know, something like that. What was that about?
Then you didn't. I mean, you saved my life.
Yeah?
And in not just the one way, not just from the fire. My father's disappeared, and if the feds catch up with him, he's going to prison for the rest of his miserable life.
Well, you were part of that. I mean,
Is that going to be enough for you, Sonny? I mean, do you...
What does that mean?
It means, are you going to trust me now, or are you going to always hold me to the things that I did before? The mistakes I made.
What mistakes are you talking about? Because...
Just heard you were in the hospital. Fine.
I'm fine.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I wish I would have known, but I was so caught up with Robin and the baby that...
How's Robin and Emma?
They're fine. Maxie and I found them stranded in the snow. The baby has a pretty bad fever. They have a room down the hall if you want to go see him.
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good.
Wish I would have been been there with you.
Oh, no, it's fine. I mean, there's nothing you could have done. We just were waiting to be evacuated. And... Did you hear the news?
No.
Trevor dove off the roof of the hospital. And Daddy's vanished into thin air.
Well, you're the only one that I care about. Glad you're safe.
I gotta say, you know, I may not be for a while. Kate Howard stole one of Jerry's DVDs. She knows that I was involved in Michael's shooting.
Ellie, why isn't he out of there yet?
Well, Jason's still in there. You know he wouldn't leave without him.
Yeah, it's amazing what a person can do when they're determined. Look at how Johnny saved me.
How did Johnny save you?
I don't even know where to start. I was driving my car very fast in the snow, and Johnny and I almost hit each other. I drove my car into a ditch. He got me out, and then we found this abandoned garage so we could warm up.
A garage?
Yeah, well, the blizzard had started, and I would have died of hypothermia if he hadn't gotten me out of there, which is practically what happened to Robin and Emma.
What happened to Robin and Emma?
Johnny was driving me back to the apartment, and we saw Robin's broken down van on the side of the road. I guess she tried to carry Emma to safety, and Johnny and I ended up having to walk a half a mile through the forest in the snow. I wouldn't have made it 20 feet if it wasn't for him, and thanks to Johnny, Emma and Robin made it to safety.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
Yeah. If it wasn't for him, they would have died. I think I'll owe him forever for that alone.
Spinelli? Spinelli, it's Sam! Can you hear me? Spinelli?
You see anything?
This is no use.
Hey, come on.
Oh, I don't see anything, Jason. It's smoky.
There you go.
Thank you.
I don't know what that was, but we don't have much time.
Wait a minute. No. What are we gonna do? We don't even know where Spinelli went.
I don't know. He studied the specs. He would move away from the fire, and that's that way. It's west.
Okay, fine. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna follow the air ducts. We're gonna yell for Spinelli. Hope he hears us. And that's it. Let's go.
Okay.
Spinelli!
So what do you say, baby Emma? You ready to go home? See, she's kicking her feet. That means yes.
Now, what would I do without you to interpret?
Well, we have a special bond, and she'll tell you all about it when she can talk.
I'm sure.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey,
you were here?
I was visiting Claudia. Her brother, Johnny, said that you and Emma were stranded in the snow.
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, she had a high fever, but she's okay now. She's actually just been released.
You need a ride home?
I've got it covered, thanks.
Where's Patrick?
He's still at the PCPD. He's being questioned. I don't know. Probably take a little bit longer.
Listen, I'll sign you out, and then I'll come back.
Thank you. I heard that you were trapped in the fire. I'm glad you're okay.
Well, thanks to your husband. I tell you what, Patrick, he got everybody organized. He saved a lot of lives because there would have been a lot more chaos if he hadn't done that.
Patrick is really good in a crisis.
You look a little tired. You all right?
Yeah, I'll be all right as soon as I get to see my husband. It's been a long night for everybody.
Well, thank God Emma recovered.
Yeah. I was at the hospital helping with the evacuation, and when I got here and saw how sick Emma was, I don't know, everything changed. Emma is my #1 priority, and there's nothing more important than taking care of her.
You made contact with Rebecca. You know her name. That's a start.
Elizabeth, I don't know anything about her except that she says she has no idea who Emily is and claims that they're not related.
Well, put yourself in her shoes. I'm sure it's a little uncomfortable finding out that there was this woman who died who looks exactly like her.
I would want to know more.
Yeah, well, me too. And give her a chance to think about it. Maybe she'll come back with some questions.
It's not that simple for me.
I know how emotionally hard this is.
Yeah, it is. To be honest with you, it's tearing me apart. I see Rebecca. You know, I get this surge of hope, I guess, which I know makes no sense because Emily's dead, but then you know...
Rebecca brings back all the memories.
Well, doesn't she for you?
But Rebecca isn't Emily.
Yeah, I know that. I know that, but a resemblance that strong, it can't be that random. I need to know where she came from and how she's connected to Emily.
And how did Kate get hold of one of Jerry's DVDs?
I'll take care of it.
Claudia, if all that is true, then Kate knows everything.
No, I really don't think that she knows anything about you. No, seriously, John. All of Jerry's DVDs were exactly the same. He taunts me about my involvement in Michael's shooting, and then he gives a clue to where the next DVD is, and that's it. He never mentioned anything about you.
I don't care about that, Claudia. You were married to Sonny, living in the same house. Once Kate gives him proof that you were involved in...
She can't give him proof. There's no proof. She doesn't have the DVD.
Where is it?
Her cousin Olivia threw it into the fire. How's that for twisted justice? I mean, all Kate has are accusations. I mean, I think that I can still finesse this.
You out of your mind?
And then Johnny drove us to Mercy Hospital because Emma was burning up. I thought she was gonna die. And the doctors there, they wanted to make us wait, but Johnny got all scary and mobbed up and threw the Zakara name around. And before I knew it, a doctor was examining Emma.
I'm so glad the Zakara name is good for something.
Yeah, well, then the doctors needed a mother's approval, so Johnny drove back through the storm to pick up Robin and take her to Emma.
I'm so glad that he could help.
Yeah, he saved Emma's life. That was before he risked his own to save mine.
When you went back in the hospital to find Spinelli.
Yeah. You know, I never really understood what you saw in Johnny before, but he's someone you can trust and count on.
I'm glad he saved you.
Lulu, you know, he's someone you should hold on to. I know you guys are having your problems, but I think you could work it out.
I gotta go. Are you gonna be okay alone?
Yeah. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go to Mercy Hospital, check on Tracy. She says she's fine. I'm worried about her.
Okay. I'll let you know when Spinelli gets out of the fire.
Yeah, thank you.
Spinelli!
Spinelli! Yeah, up here! If you can hear us. Tis I, the jackal, up here in the air duct!
Which way do you think you went?
He had to go away from the fire. So left. Let's go.
Spinelli!
Spinelli!
Stone Cold? Fair Samantha, are you still there?
It's me. You wanted me to call. I'm back at the Metro Court in white, so don't call tonight.
Wait, Rebecca, please. Look, I'm sorry for following you here. Just, why'd you leave like that?
I love you and you love me. We are home sweet home.
Wow. Strange. We've only been gone a few hours, really, and seems like a whole nother life, like it was a whole nother person.
Look, Robin, I know you've been through the ringer, and if I wasn't so proud of you, I would throttle you for overseeing the evacuation while suffering from
Uncle
hypothermia.
Mac, they needed help at the hospital. There were hundreds of people, including babies, that were stuck in that fire.
You weren't checked out by a doctor, were you? Were you?
Well, there wasn't really time for that.
Sweetheart, you know your immune system could be compromised by the stress and the cold.
Do I look sick to you?
No, but you've got a little baby. You've got to take care of yourself.
I know, and I love you for fussing over me, but I'm fine. I'm better than fine.
I feel like myself again.
Hey, Robin and Emma are okay? Doctors released him and Mac drove him home.
Thank you, Sonny. You know, I thought they would have kept him overnight, but I guess just...
Well, Robin said she was sick.
How was Robin?
She looked a little tired, but she seems happy, and I'm sure she can't wait to see you.
I'm going home.
Patrick, I just want you to know that what you did tonight, you know, it was a bad situation, and you handled it great.
And everybody did their part, doctors, nurses, staff, and including you know.
But like I told Robin, you saved a lot of lives tonight.
I don't think you deserve that praise, Sonny. You know, I was glad I could help, but I wasn't with my family when they needed me the most.
You feel well enough to travel? I want to get you out of here tonight.
Where are we going?
Out of the country. Back to Italy. I can take you back to Milan if you want.
John, that's really going to convince Sonny that we're innocent.
I don't care what Sonny thinks, as long as you're safe, Claudia.
You going to come with me? What about your great love, Lulu?
Yeah, well, she's not going to want to have anything to do with me when she finds out that I played a role in Michael's shooting.
She never has to know. That's what I'm trying to tell you, John. She really never has to know. Kate wanted to blackmail me, and I almost let her, but I didn't. She doesn't have any proof. She's bitter, and she's been known to lie.
You can't be serious.
What? Yeah, I absolutely am. Sonny's my husband, and we've been getting along.
It's a marriage of convenience, Claudia.
I know that. We know that. Kate doesn't know that. I think I can convince her that Sonny would take my word over hers.
Hey, Claudia, what if you're wrong? Then Kate tells Sonny, and Sonny kills you.
Just try to see the glass half full for once. John, will you please? Please? That way you don't have to leave Lulu. And I don't have to give up Sonny and all the power that comes with him. Just let me do this my way.
Is there any updates on the evacuation of Mr. Jekyll?
Why are you asking me? You're the FBI agent. Shouldn't you people be saving him?
Mr. Jekyll was on the roof at the time the priestess was evacuated, so he should have been on one of the other helicopters.
Spinelli was trapped in that building and you knew it and you just left him there?
I care very deeply about the Jackal safety. Not only is he a cyber genius of epic proportions, he is a true gentleman. And he's a hero. He rescued me from that incineration in the OR of Doom, and he worked with me closely through the crisis, so I have witnessed his selfless nobility firsthand.
And now Spinelli's life is in danger.
I was ordered to evacuate. There was nothing.
That's no excuse. When I found out Spinelli was trapped in that building, I climbed those stairs in my heels. I ruined my favorite pairs of shoes, and I almost lost my life trying to help him.
Well, the priestess applauds Maximista's bravery.
No, don't you call me that! Spinelli is the only one allowed to use that name. You are a two-faced coward. You were the one that fed the FBI all that incriminating evidence against Spinelli, almost got him thrown in prison for the rest of his life, and now you left him to die?
I firmly believe that somebody as brave as Mr. Jekyll will find a way to survive this calamity.
You can shove what you believe. You don't know Spinelli at all.
Please don't leave! The Jackal is in the air duct above you!
This isn't good. He could be anywhere at this point.
Please respond! The Jackal is close at hand!
Jason, it's him.
Spinelli!
Spinelli!
Don't move! We're coming to get you! Spinelli, can you hear us? Spinelli!
Hi, Sergeant. This is Robin Scorpio. The FBI has been interviewing my husband for a very long time. Do you know when he'll be finished?
Robin?
Hey, Patrick. Hi.
Is she really okay?
Yeah, I was waiting for you at Mercy.
I know, they just keep questioning
He's
me.
okay. Here, hold her.
Hey, sweetheart. Hey. Oh, there you are. How are you?
She misses her dad.
I thought about you every minute. Both of you. I'm so glad you're feeling better. You're strong, just like Mommy, aren't you? I said my prayers. You guys would be safe and healthy. My prayers were answered. And we're all back together again. I missed you so much.
I came back to
Yeah, I
check
didn't
on
ask you to.
Well, you were alone, and I thought you might need a ride back.
Look, you saved my life. I'm grateful.
I'm glad you're all right.
All right, then please do me a favor. Back off. I'm exhausted. I smell like smoke. All I want to do is go back to my room, take a shower, and sleep for about 12 hours straight. So if you don't mind.
I'm not trying to pressure you. I just need you to hear me
I don't
out.
care what you need. Leave me alone.
Where'd Johnny go?
He went to get me some coffee.
Well, you don't need coffee. You need a rest.
Oh, I need coffee. You're starting to act like a real husband. Almost. Carrying me out of that fire and checking up on me in my hospital bed?
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I am grateful that you told me the truth.
Okay.
And, you know, I don't hate you anymore. You know what I mean? And everything that happened when we first met, I don't hold it against you, and I don't want you to hold it against me.
I don't.
But the thing is, we got married to cement a business deal, right? And now that that deal is over.
You saying you want out of this marriage?
Spinelli, can you hear us?
Spinelli?
Yes, I can hear you! And not too soon! Smoke is billowing through the narrow confines of this conduit! Okay, we're gonna get you out, just keep talking! Can you ascertain the direction in which I'm moving?
I think you're going over a room right now.
I see a green! Hold on, we're not sure what's in the room yet. Well, what did you say? Just give me a minute. I'm removing the grain, I'm almost out!
Jackal's free.
I gotta get something to break this lock. The door's locked.
What just happened? That explosion was on the 10th floor.
What exploded?
Oxygen and anesthesia tanks. I would assume similar to the ones that started this whole fire to begin with. The ones that killed those 2 FBI agents.
Just tell me. Do you want to stay married or not?
Well, I mean, a lot has happened tonight.
Everything is completely different now, and I need to know what my options are.
You got a lot of guts to tell you that, you know. It took a lot to tell me the truth about your father, that he shot Kate and he tried to kill me. And I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
But, you know, Anthony's gone now, and so are all the reasons we got married in the first place.
Have you ever wanted anything so badly that when it finally happens, you don't know if it's real?
Yes. But I promise, if you move, you will not wake up trapped in a fire at General Hospital.
Well, I could be hallucinating. That's a possibility.
It's true, it is. Extreme exhaustion can bring on hallucinations. But I'm fairly certain that we are really home, safe, and together.
Well, there's only one way to find out. I love you.
Spinelli, can you hear us?
Spinelli?
Yes, I can hear you! And not too soon! Smoke is billowing through the narrow confines of this Okay, we're gonna get you out. Just keep talking. Can you ascertain the direction in which I'm moving?
I think you're going over a room right now.
I see a brain! Okay, hold on, we're not sure what's in the room yet. What did you say? Just give me a minute. I'm removing the grate, I'm almost out! Jackal's free. I gotta get something to break this lock. The door's locked. I'm going after Spinelli. If I'm not back in 2 minutes, you get out of the building.
No, I'm not leaving you
do not come after me. 2 minutes. You promise me.
2 minutes. Jason, that's it.
That's it. No, that would be most ill-advised.
Get your hands off me or I will claw your eyes out.
Well, Mr. Jack will be most distressed if something happened to you.
I'm sure you're gonna get your FBI medal or promotion regardless of if Spinelli dies in there or not, but he's my friend and I'm gonna help him.
Hey, don't even think about it.
Get me out of here!
Wow. I can see that you're feeling better.
Which is exactly why they should let me out of here.
You know, they're gonna sedate you if you're throwing bedpans.
Lulu, I very politely asked for a cup of coffee. They brought me a bedpan. Shouldn't be that difficult to tell the difference.
Well, they're doing the best that they can. They're completely overloaded with General Hospital patients.
Which is exactly why they should let me go. Call Alice, have her bring the car, a change of clothes, and martinis. She can drive us both home.
Tracy, you can't go until a doctor says you're okay.
I survived the biotoxin. I escaped the fire. I endured a helicopter ride in a blizzard with gale force winds, and I just heaved a bedpan 15 feet. What else do they need to know?
I guess you haven't heard from my dad, have you?
What was your first clue?
She's breathing fine.
Max, you really came through tonight. I know that you probably think it was awful of me to send her to the hospital with Maxie, but I wanted to stay at the hospital and help with the evacuation.
It's okay. I'm glad Emma's here and safe, and so are you, and that's all that matters.
Well, I heard you were brilliant tonight.
I wouldn't say brilliant. I was just doing my job.
Oh, come on. You helped contain a major contamination of biotoxin. You stayed in a burning hospital and waited for everyone to be evacuated.
Not everybody's accounted for yet. And I'm going to assume there's going to be more casualties.
You did everything that you could. Jax practically had to pull you under the chopper. At least that's what Uncle Max said.
What about you and Emma? I mean, I couldn't stop thinking about you. She could have... You gotta tell me what happened.
Well, you were great dealing with all of those people. I mean, I had one tiny little person to take care of. Okay, you know how it really annoys you that I always have to be right?
Oh, it's more endearing to me.
Well, it's not gonna happen again. Because I made every wrong decision I could possibly make tonight, and it's a miracle that Emma survived it.
I took a huge gamble marrying you. You were the enemy. I was just collateral in a bad business deal. I mean, I basically risked my life, in a way, moving into your house, and I choose to believe that you are the kind of man that you say you are. That you're a man of your word, a man who fulfills his obligations, even to a wife that he doesn't love. I mean, that's why I told you about my father's plan, That's why I went against my entire family. Because I trusted you.
It was a good call, a brave call.
Thank you.
But the thing is, we're still seeing people going in as we were. We don't have a lot of reasons to trust each other. Look, I know the marriage went better than I expected, but we have different objectives.
If you don't, I mean, if you want out, just.
But now, what I'm saying is that Anthony's out of the picture. And we need to know how far we're willing to go to get what we want.
Claudia Corinthos?
That would be me.
I need to check your vitals and update your chart. If you'll give us a moment.
Good evening, Mr. Catherine. We're delighted to see you safe and well.
Thank you. I need some information on one of our guests.
What kind of information?
Well, her name is Rebecca Shaw. She just checked in.
I'm afraid the MetroGuard has a strict privacy policy.
Marty, I don't think I need to remind you that I own 1/4 of this hotel, right? So that being said, I need Rebecca Shaw's home address, billing information, any calls she's made, and to whom, as well as voicemails.
If you provide this man one word of information about me, I'll sue the hotel for violation of privacy. You need to back off before I tell the cops you're stalking me.
What are you doing, following me around?
In your dreams.
Glad to see you.
Likewise.
What's wrong?
I'm debating.
What?
Do I tell you this now, or do I factor in?
No, you're gonna tell me right now. What?
Connie wants to see you. She asked me to track you down.
Okay.
Meaning you recognize my dilemma.
How's she doing?
Well, she's all right. I mean, she's hanging in there. I think she'd be doing a hell of a lot better if you weren't giving her any hope.
What are you talking about? I'm married to somebody else.
Sonny, you know Connie, all right? She gets these ideas in her head, and then she interprets them in some very creative ways, you know, like her mother did.
You know what? She's been trying to tell me something all night, and you know what it is, don't you?
I don't
Seriously.
know. I have no idea what she's talking about. She's talking crazy. But we go back a long way, the three of us, right?
Yes.
There's something going on here I don't like. Someone's got to clean it up. I think it's got to be you.
I should have come home earlier.
What do you mean? You came home a million times when the storm first started, remember? All I could do was scream that I didn't need a babysitter.
You know, Robin, I always swore that I would never put my work in front of my family because that's what my dad used to do.
It wasn't your fault that you were stranded at the hospital.
That's what my dad used to say.
There was a medical crisis. There was a fire. You were trapped at the hospital. What were you supposed to do?
Come home to my family when they needed me. So what happened?
I don't know. I don't even know where to start. Did you get my message that I wanted to bring Emma to the hospital because she had a fever?
Yes.
Well, that was stupid.
You were trying to get Emma to the hospital. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? There was, I don't know, a blizzard going on, and they were saying on the radio that they were begging people to stay off the
But
roads.
you were trying to get our daughter help.
No, I should have stayed home, pushed fluids, you know, given the medication time to work. That's what I would advise any of my patients to
Well,
do.
Robin, I think you made the best choice that you could in that moment.
Well, tell that to Emma. She's the one that ended up in a tree.
Well, how did that happen? Why was she in a tree?
Well, I got lost, which was incredibly stupid in itself. The car broke down.
That thing's brand new.
Well, you didn't expect me to take it out in the middle of a storm.
I'm so sorry.
I got lost. I don't know. I was heading, I thought I was going downtown, but I was actually headed in the opposite direction.
So were you scared?
No, I was actually incredibly calm at first when the car broke down. I stayed in the car for a little while, but Emma kept crying. My cell phone didn't work, and the storm certainly wasn't letting up. I thought if we stayed in the car that we could possibly get snowed in, so I decided to get out and walk a little bit. I thought we were in a neighborhood, not in the middle of the woods, so I thought it would just be a block or two, and then we would find a house, and we would find some place to be warm and ride out the storm together.
Well, that makes sense.
That does not make sense at all. I was leaving shelter to go out into the middle of a blizzard with a baby that had a fever.
I'm sorry I wasn't there. Robin, I'm sorry that you had to go through this without me.
Let go of me! Spinelli is still in there!
There's nothing. Firefighters have it covered.
All emergency personnel have been ordered out of the building.
There's nothing you can do. Can you just sit tight and wait?
With all due respect, that is not what you did earlier this evening. You slipped through a clearly defined police barrier, you defied a federal order, you risked biotoxin contamination, and you managed to make it to the 10th floor.
Am I in shock, or did you just take my side?
I was stating facts.
Yeah? You probably want me to burn so you can have Spinelli all to yourself.
While I would not object to you facing a fiery doom, Mr. Jackal would mind very much. So on his behalf, I am going to remind you that the Jackal can be resourceful. And keeping that in mind, I am advising you to stay here, where it will be safe.
Can you do that?
That's easy for you to say because your family is safe, but Spinelli doesn't have any family. All he has is his friends, and I just hope someone up there cares about him enough to save his life.
Come on, it's more than it's Jason, damn it.
He's not breathing.
Spinelli? Spinelli! You do realize that if Spinelli had something the FBI wanted, there would be a whole team in there saving him right now.
Well, the agency's needs and my own do not necessarily converge at present.
Oh, spare me the meek and mild nerdette routine. I never bought it, and I don't now.
Well, I truly do not understand how the Jackal can so deeply admire someone as vain and shallow as you.
I don't get it either, but Spinelli is the sweetest, most generous person I've ever met, and he's really, really smart.
He's a genius?
You think? It's not just all the cyber stuff, though. Spinelli knows everything about everything. He knows about music and art and opera. I bet he's read every book that's ever been written. And he's not just a genius with numbers. He would give anything to anybody. I'm so not like that. I don't have a generous bone in my body. But Spinelli knows all that. And he doesn't care. I would never try to hide who I really am to Spinelli. Not like some people.
I've made amends.
Just to be clear, even though I have a terrible reputation, I would never intentionally send someone to prison. Unless they made me mad and I felt like they really deserved it. Spinelli knows how awful I am, but he believes in me. And the weird thing is, when I'm around him, I believe in myself, too.
Hey, Samantha?
Take it easy. Take it easy.
How do you... Most gracious thanks for the deeply appreciated demonstration, but not of affection.
Spinelli, stop talking. Just breathe for me, okay? Just take a breath.
This is actually the one who saved you, though.
Thank you, so cool.
Okay, come on. We gotta get out of here.
What is the most direct path to the roof?
No, we're not going up.
They're not sending a helicopter anymore.
You two risk your lives to save mine?
Hey, it's friends do it. Come on.
How you doing?
I've been better. So did you come on your own? Or by some miracle did Olivia actually deliver a message?
Well, Olivia keeps her word, you know that.
Yeah, better than you do. Look, tonight has been a big education for me, and it's put a lot in perspective.
Yeah, well, look, you know, this back and forth between us, It's just not a good thing.
It's really hard, Sonny, to put everything on the line for someone. My career, my reputation, my life. All I wanted was to spend the rest of my life with you.
I wanted the same thing, and you know that. But I'm telling you right now, you were so much better off not getting married to me.
I still care enough to warn you.
Took you long enough?
There was a line. The place is swamped. And I'm not sure you should have a coffee in the first place.
You know what? If the biotoxin and the fire didn't kill me, 1 cup of hospital coffee is not going to kill me. Oh, I take it back.
You're mine now.
Ugh. Caffeine is caffeine.
So have you thought about what I said? Should I start making arrangements?
You mean to leave the country?
You'd be better off, Claudia. I probably would be, too.
What about Lulu?
We're gonna crash. It's inevitable, like I told you.
It doesn't have to be. I mean, as much as I hate to say that, but as far as me leaving the country, I might not have a choice.
Is Sonny threatening you?
No, actually, no. He's doing just the opposite, which is great. He's being incredibly decent to me, as he should be after what I did for him.
I'm not liking the sound of this.
I told Sonny that Daddy could walk, and that he shot Kate, and that Daddy's ultimate plan was to turn Jason against Sonny, get Sonny to kill Jason, and then Daddy was going to kill Sonny.
And when did you tell him this?
Tonight. God, it feels like a million years ago.
Okay, Claudia, if this had gone wrong, our father could have killed you. And he still might. And nobody knows what happened to him, huh?
Maybe our prayers have been answered, John, and he's burning in hell where he belongs.
Still, that's one hell of a risk to take. So why don't you take the chance? You're done with this. Cheers.
I just, you know, figured Sonny's my husband.
Claudia, this marriage was supposed to be a means to an end.
John, I married Sonny to help the family. You walked away, and it became increasingly clear, to me at least, that Sonny was going to beat Daddy at his own game, and I didn't want to be on the wrong side of that when it went down.
So you saved Sonny's life by telling him the truth?
I did what I had to do.
And you expect him to be grateful?
I think the hard part is over. It's definitely gonna be worse up there.
Wait, hold! What? What? No, my computer, I can't let it perish in the flames!
We're not going back for this.
Dude, but it behaves so admirably under terrible circumstances.
Are you serious? You have other laptops.
No, this one holds a record for the night. It holds all the valor, the pain, the fear. None of that stuff can ever be duplicated ever again. And I asked it to wait. I cannot leave it behind.
It's a machine.
To some, perhaps.
Okay, if it makes you feel any better, Patrick, I found your laptop. That's how we knew you had to be close.
We're just not going back for it. There's no way.
I'm sorry, Spinelli.
My valiant friend left the clue which saved the Jackal's life.
Guess what? Your life's not safe yet. Let's get out of here.
Hey, thanks for getting here so quickly. I need some perspective. This Rebecca thing's got me riled up.
Yeah, Elizabeth told me. I can't believe how much she looks like Em.
Yeah, I know. And I found myself chasing her around the hospital, during the fire, no less. At one point during the night, I had to help her, and then she put herself at risk to help me. But once we got outside in the real world, it just fell apart.
So she wasn't glad to see you?
No, she wasn't. You could say that.
Well, you know what? You nearly died tonight, so why don't you just at least give yourself a break for tonight?
I think it's too late for that. She caught me trying to get information on her from the hotel.
Oh, that's smooth.
Look, there has to be some connection to Emily here. There has to be.
Even if there was, there's no way you're gonna find it tonight.
Yeah, you're probably right there.
Listen, just be grateful you survived the fire. All right, find some gratitude.
Now, speaking of which, I'm glad you're okay.
You too.
All right, good night. I'll call you later.
All right. Hey, Detective Spencer, I just would like to speak to Rebecca Shaw.
I was hoping my dad would show up during the fire too.
I knew he wouldn't show. He never does.
Oh my God. You're such a bad liar for a Quartermain. My dad does show up when you need him sometimes. This just wasn't one of those times.
Can't believe I tried to reach him. I even called that dive in Mexico. Never mind, I'm not going to talk about this with you.
You know, my dad takes off all the time. He always has. There's no reason to try and figure out why.
I guess all the progress we made meant nothing. Not to mention the numerous times he told me he loved me.
Well, sometimes I think it's crazy to love anybody.
Do you think you're a little young to be that cynical?
I don't know, it's true. I mean, even when you try to stay together, things happen, and everything that you counted on and everything you thought was true, just all of a sudden, it isn't.
Sonny respects what I did. He understands what it cost me and how much I was risking, and he respects me in a different way now. He understands me in a new way, a good way.
Okay, even if that's true, Claudia, how long do you think that's gonna last when Sonny finds out that we're the reason that his kid got shot?
He doesn't have to find out if you keep your mouth shut. John, look, I spent my entire life paving the road for you to take over the Zakara organization, and you didn't want it. You walked away. You didn't even want what I would give anything to have. So you have to understand that staying married to Sonny is the only way for me to have the kind of real power that I want.
Claudia, you can't keep that kind of secret forever.
You just keep quiet. That's all I'm asking. You just keep quiet. Just let it ride, okay?
So you're choosing to risk your life to be with Sonny Corinthos. You're accepting that you're gonna have to lie to him every second of every day under some delusion, some grand hope that he's actually gonna care for you, genuinely? Why would you do that?
You don't have to warn me, because I understand the choices I'm making.
If you understood anything, you would have never chosen to marry Claudia.
I have no illusions about Claudia. She's treacherous, she's dangerous, we deserve each other, but she gets the world that I live in.
Yes, more than you know.
What have you been trying to tell me all night? That's what I want to know.
If you and Claudia were to split up, would you come back to me?
I was no good for you when we were kids, sneaking around on dates. I'm especially not good for you now. I've caused you nothing but pain. I've ruined your career. I damn near got you killed.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that as a no.
I tried to live a better life for you, try to be a better man, but I was just, I tried to be something that I'm not. I live in a dangerous world. I can't keep anybody who I care about safe. Claudia, she understands that, and even though it may not be perfect, sometimes we get what we deserve in life, and I see no reason to not stay married to her. I gotta go.
Then you're an arrogant, self-deceiving fool, Sonny.
Okay, I tried to follow my heart and try to get the perfect love, but it doesn't work for me. I wasn't able to do it for you. Anything, you know, that I promised you, I wasn't able to give you. The dreams and all that didn't happen.
So it's okay. It's okay that you and Claudia don't have any dreams.
It doesn't... With Claudia and I, we have a working arrangement.
Oh, okay. Right. Right, of course. And you're so honorable, right? We all know that you wouldn't do anything to get out from under an arrangement.
What we wanted to share can't happen. What I have with Claudia is what I have. Is it perfect? No. Is it what I wanted in my life? No. But I see no reason to change it.
Oh my God. Okay, so then you're getting exactly what you want. You're getting exactly what you deserve.
Okay, we got have to climb over. What? You go, Spinelli, go.
Climb over?
Hurry up!
Careful.
Come on! Ellie, hurry up! I'll help you, come on! Careful. I got you, drop!
She's gonna be okay. Perhaps we should take a bit of a respite.
No, let's go. Let's keep going.
Now let's go.
And I'm heading home unless you need anything. Oh my God, if I had just had that DVD, none of this would be happening.
Honey, whatever was on that DVD, it could not have been good.
Oh, no, it wasn't good. You're right. You're right. You're always right in your pedestrian sort of way, and I have to be grateful to you.
Thanks.
Yeah, because you see, if I'd actually shown Sonny what was on that DVD, I would have never been forced to face the truth.
What truth are we talking
Oh,
about?
you know that truth that Sonny Corinthos is not interested in real love. He only wants power, which is the only reason he's staying married to Claudia.
Oh, God, honey, I'm sorry. I am. I truly am. You know what? What the hell with Sonny Corinthos? Right? The hell with that guy.
Right.
Why do you want to be married to
The
that guy
hell
anyway?
with Sonny Corinthos is such a good question. Because Sonny Corinthos is a brutal, soulless bastard, and he's married to a psychotic bitch.
That's one way to look at it,
Yeah. And I swear to you, on Nona's grave, Sonny Corinthos is gonna pay for what he did to me.
When you walked in, Sonny was on the verge of asking me for a divorce.
Tell him you can have it.
Maybe I don't want a divorce, John. I don't.
You're dreaming then, Claudia.
What, just because you're bailing on Lulu, I have to walk away from Sonny?
I love Lulu, okay? But we don't stand a chance. Neither do you and Sonny because you might put his son in a coma.
We've kept it a secret this long.
Too many people know, Claudia. It's only a matter of time.
Sonny and I have a chance, okay? Love will not be part of the equation, John. But I will have real power for the first time in my life. And people will know that we have something real because we stayed together even with Daddy out of the picture.
What about Kate Howard? Huh? Think about it, Claudia. You think she's just gonna disappear? It's not that complicated. She knows the truth. She hates you. Sooner or later, she's gonna open her mouth.
I'd like to speak to Claudia. Alone. I just had an interesting conversation with Kate.
No way, it's too warm.
But from ambient heat, one would surmise a fire.
On the other side of this door.
You've even traveled all this way just to be trapped?
What? We can climb back up. The second floor, cross over the south stairwell. But we can open this door, and we can make a run for it. Okay, I vote that we just make a run for it. Sam?
I agree. I don't think this stairwell is open.
In all probability, they could be worse. I vote that we take the most direct route, namely this door.
All right, then it's unanimous.
Okay. From this door, we're gonna make a left. We're gonna go straight through the lobby. Okay, I don't know how much smoke is out there. I don't know how much fire, but we cannot get separated. So everyone grab a hand, okay? Do not let go. Do not stop moving forward. Okay, on 3. 1, 2.
Excuse me, Detective Lee Spence. I appreciate your cooperation.
If you're here about the fire, I can help out in any way I can, but otherwise...
It must have been a crazy night. Between Nicholas, the fire, and the Quartermains,
I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna fit that in the police report, though.
Yeah. Everyone kept looking at me like I'm a ghost, which is weird since I nearly died twice.
I understand my brother saved your life.
The guy with the blue eyes, Jason, he's your brother?
My brother is Nicholas Castine. There you go. So, something quite incredible happened tonight. Well, a lot happened, actually. Amidst all the chaos, I met a woman. Looks like you. Looks exactly like you, actually. And all I know about her is their name is Rebecca Shaw. I don't think I made a very good impression, though. But I'll find out who she is, why she's here, and how in the hell she looks exactly like you. I promise you that. I'll do whatever it takes.
We should get up.
No, that would mean we'd have to get off the couch.
As opposed to what, staying here forever?
Forever is good. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Daddy's here and Mommy is too. Everything's gonna be fine. Come here. Oh, hi. Hi. Do you want to feed her?
Why don't you do it? You know how much you missed her tonight.
What did Kate tell you?
Nothing I didn't already know. Kate and I wanted a future together. We did everything we could to make that work, but it didn't.
Because my father shot her.
No, I don't think it would have worked out anyway. Kate always saw the best in me, but what I think she saw was a man who didn't exist. She deserved a lot better than I can give her, and just didn't work out. A lot of people got hurt along the way, including my son.
I understand that.
Yeah, I think you do. I mean, only somebody who's raised in this business really can understand how I operate. I mean, I've always known that since my first wife, Lily. Not that you're anything like Lily, it's just that unless you grew up in this business, you don't really know the realities. And, you know, now that your father's gone and I'm no longer enemies with Jason, I'm looking for new opportunities. And you were loyal to me, you stood up, and I'm willing to do the same for you.
But I'm not really sure where you're going with this.
Well, I'm willing to stay married if you are.
Sure. I will continue to be Mrs. Sunny Corinthos.
Excuse me, why aren't you sending anyone back inside? Why isn't anybody doing anything?
It's too dangerous.
My friend is still in there and he could be trapped burning to death. Why don't you have to save him?
No one is allowed in the building.
Spinelli!